Yesterday, we discussed how stupid we all are. We as human beings are stupid. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. And we're stupid because we believe that our thoughts are our own. And we're living in this protected false world, false reality, believing that they're our own. And it's amazing at how we as human beings protect that angry, delusional world of worry, jealousy, fear, envy, strife. We protect it because we think that we are protecting reality. Testing 1, 2, 3. My headsets are weird again. We think we're protecting real reality. And it's insane. And protection for dear life. How do you think that thoughts are your own when they bring such misery? You would never bring that upon yourself. You would never do that to yourself. But you believe a lie. We all do until you start working on yourself and you start to see that you really are not your thoughts. There's no way you wake up in the morning, first thing you're thinking about how rough your day gonna be. Or how bad it was last week or the day before. Or what's gonna happen tomorrow. You would never do that to yourself. You would never think you don't have enough. Or you have too much. But because of the stupidity, you believe that you're your own thoughts. And that's amazing to me. You believe a lie and you protect that lie all of your life. Isn't that amazing? And some people don't. There are men and women around the world who are like, you're right. I took a look. I became aware that I don't create those thoughts. I'm not in control of that. That's not me. And then they start to wake up and overcome them. And then they become smart people. Not that almost had it. I'm talking to the anchor baby. He's working on something here. That is a little better now. I'm hearing a bit back in my ears again. And they start to work on themselves and overcome it. All thoughts are all lies all the time about anything. That's why you fight with one another, yourself and others. That's why you worry. You're revengeful, you're nasty and evil because you listen to the devil. You and the devil are one until you overcome it. And then you go and get medication for stress, some type of stupid pill for depression, suicidal thoughts, and all that. And then you don't get better because now you're really unconscious. You've lost your feelings, and you think that you lost the thoughts, and you're not. But you can wake up. There's this young lady by the name of Caitlin Clark, and she is a basketball player. She plays for the WNBA. And according to the reports, she is the best. Better than all the rest. And according to the reports, she is hated for being the best, and especially by some of the black female players. Ever since this lady came on the scene of basketball, they've been physically attacking her, and they want to kill her. They want to destroy her because of jealousy. A white girl is not supposed to be better at basketball than a black girl. And we're going to take you out by any means necessary, according to reports. It's horrible if these things are true. If they're true, it's horrible what's happening to her. And because she's white, she's not going to get any protection. You are not allowed, as a white person, male or female, to be protected from evil people. But if it was the other way around, if a gang of white girls were attacking a black girl who was supposed to be the best at basketball, it'd be an outcry in the whole world. She would have to go. Human hearts are evil, and white people are under attack. It is a genocide, and it's happening right in front of your eyes. I want to say it's sad, and it is in that evil is allowed to just run rampant in a Christian nation because of color. And from what I'm hearing, if it wasn't for Caitlin Clark, the WNBA wouldn't even be making any money. Because people don't normally watch female basketball that much. But because of her talent, she's brought some attention to the game. And these attackers, if it's true, would rather destroy all that than to let this white girl embarrass them. Because black people will be better at sports, right? This is evil. PBS.org is reporting. Heated games and rough players spark a new controversy in the WNBA around its superstar Caitlin Clark. And then Caitlin Clark kissed up at the Blacks and said something like, I don't remember exactly how it went, so I may be wrong. No, I'm with the Blacks. The black girl can play too. Something like, no, black people had it hard, something. And they still pouncing on her. So, heated games and rough players sparked a new controversy at the WNBA around its superstar Caitlin Clark. The Phoenix Mercury Alyssa Thompson pressed her fist into Clark's neck during a game. Watch this from Fox News.
Garrett Tenney in Chicago reports. Garrett.
Yeah, Harris, that fist to the neck is hard enough to watch, but when you watch this play back, you can see even before that, Alyssa Thomas knees Caitlin Clark in the groin, then puts her fist into Clark's neck, and then nearly stomps on Clark while stepping over her. The ball is already gone by the time any of that happens, and despite a ref being right there, they didn't call anything. Not long after that, Clark was again targeted by what her coach calls another blatant cheap shot that led to her leaving the game with an injury, and again, no foul was called. After the game, the Indiana Fever coach was livid that the officials in the league continue to allow this kind of thing to happen.
We have a generational talent and a WNBA superstar who had two cheap shots right there that weren't called. And I just say, again, absolutely unacceptable. And it's just, when you have these things continue to happen time and time again, eventually it gets frustrating.
No love. Black people, and not all, of course, but most, have been told now for the last 70 years or so, give or take, you could be evil. You have a right to be angry. You have a right to blame white people for your problems. It's slavery. It's a result of slavery. It's a result of Jim Crow. It's a result of your ancestors not making money, so you don't have money. Human beings, black human beings, have been given an excuse by the devil to be angry, to be evil. Anger is evil. And they're doing this to a girl like this. If this is true, and it appears to be, it's pure evil. This is like heartbreaking, to be honest. And so I'm wondering, she should just leave it. Go over to Europe somewhere and play with white people. Her father, and I'm told that her father was the one that taught her as she was growing up, according to the report, how to be good at basketball. And they're doing this to her and getting away with it. This is like mind-blowing to me. But It's been coming on for the last 70 years. And white people have been afraid to say, no, I'm not your enemy. You're your own problem. Your mama, your daddy, your problem. They have not said it. And now their children are suffering for it. You saw that. That is mind-blowing to me. They just pouncing on this girl. That's what anger would do. Anger is evil. And you have the gall, the audacity to call anger necessary, to call it good. I need anger to defend myself. I need anger. No, you don't. There's nothing to defend. A basketball game is just a stupid basketball game. Caitlin previously said to Time magazine, I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there is privilege. Now you're getting your privilege. There's privilege. This league has kind of been built on black players. This league has kind of been built on black players. And the more we can elevate black women, they're going to be that's going to be a beautiful thing. That's from today's.com. Well, okay, this is what you're getting. Elevate the black women. Tell angry people that you have privilege. That is so stupid, I don't even know what to say. You don't have privilege. But you're saying it to appease your enemy, and now your enemy is pouncing on you. A weak nature draws your enemy unto you. A strong nature doesn't. Look at Donald Trump. He's strong. And look what's happening. White people telling these people that you have privilege because you're white, you're making them want to hurt you even more so. That's a weakness. And it's not true. You have to earn your way like everybody else. And you should love the blacks enough to say that. No, you got to earn your way, black folks, like everybody else does. But you don't love them enough to tell them because you have fear. You're going along with your enemy by saying you have white privilege. This Caitlin woman, according to today.com, said that she has privilege. If you already have white privilege, why did your father teach you to play then? You're already white. You can just walk in. You don't know, most people don't understand the depths of human nature, and there's no limit to it because it's of the devil, it's evil. There's no love in human beings. And so when you display weakness to them, you're begging to be beat. You're begging to be destroyed. And they're going to do it because it's the nature of evil. She's trying to say she has white privilege. Look what's happening. They don't care about that. If you have white privilege, you're going to have to go out there and pretend you can't play ball. But so, Caitlin, you can't go out there and beat these people in the game and then up there, I got white privilege. Okay. And there's no real punishment for this, if this is true, to the black people who are pouncing on this girl. No real punishment. Retroactive gave Thomas a flagrant foul, would carry a $1,000 fine and suspended her for one game. $1,000, a lot of money for her, and one game suspension for doing what it looked like she'd done to this woman. The Phoenix Mercury X account posted a meme about the situation, making light of it. Watch this from Fox.
After those videos went viral late yesterday, the WNBA decided to take action, and the punishment for recklessly targeting and endangering the league's biggest star was a single-game suspension for Alyssa Thomas and a flagrant foul, too, that carries a $1,000 fine. The Phoenix Mercury appeared to mock the whole thing, posting and then quickly deleting this meme after the game, showing a Mercury player on the floor. These latest incidents are only fueling critics who argue the league doesn't value and is not protecting its biggest star, who's elevated women's basketball to places it's never been, with record TV deals and viewing numbers, sold-out arenas whenever and wherever Caitlin Clark is playing.
Amazing. Because she's white. This is what you can do to white people in their own country. It happened in Europe. It happened in South Africa. And it's happening here now. And it's going to get worse, white folks. Sorry, it's just going to get worse. Weakness draws your enemy to you. It draws them unto you. There's nothing attractive about weakness. And white people have no reason at all, not one ounce of a reason, to have a false sense of compassion for the blacks. That's not love. You should have the same requirement for the blacks as you do for yourself and everyone else. That's what love is. It brings out the best in the person when you require them to be their best. That's love. Let me go to Mike out of Arkansas. Oh, no, my bad. Mike out of, Alaska, I believe. Mike, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse, thanks for putting me on. Yes, Mike from
Alaska. Hey, Mike.
Yes, sir. How are you, sir? I like your show. I've only called a couple times before. My best friend's Brady from Arizona. Him and I are.
You sound like Brady.
Yeah, he's crazy Brady. You know, I call him Generale Pancho Zia.
Brady, shout out to Brady from Arizona. Amazing.
Yeah, you know what, Jesse? Oh, by the way, I'd like to answer your biblical question, if I may, sir. I would say
is life physical or spiritual?
It's 100% physical, and I read the Bible every day. I try to. I'm studying it. I'm almost 1/3 in. Well, I'm at Samuel 2 now, Jesse, but spiritual is equated to sorcery. So I don't say I'm spiritual. I'm Christian. You know?
When
it's a way of life.
So you said life is 100% physical?
Absolutely.
And you said spiritual is related to what?
Sorcery in the Bible.
What is sorcery? Sorcery.
Sorcery is like wizards, and like fortune telling.
And that was in the Bible?
I think so, sir. I think that's what I'm finding out. I'm still not. Well, I'll just say this. My opinion's still out yet. I haven't formed a total opinion yet, but I think being spiritual is way overused because the devil has his spirit. You know, the devil's spirit is down here. So, what kind of spiritual are you? Are you from Cain's seed, or are you from Abel's seed?
And so you're reading in the Bible that spiritual is sorcery?
Yes, sir. To be spiritual is equated with being a sorcerer. And pharmacia is like dope.
Oh, okay. And so you believe that life is 100% physical?
Yeah, I think so. Jesse, because that's what gets everybody in trouble. All these perversions and abominations are all physical. And
I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday. Thank you, Mike, for responding.
Oh, well, I'm not done yet, though, Jesse.
Thank
Can
you.
I ask you one more thing?
Hold on, Mike. Hold on. Thank you for responding to the biblical question. I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday. And so you call it about being illegal, voting illegally?
Yes, sir. I wish I was back in L.A. on Compton Boulevard where I grew up. I'd go see you, Jesse. But maybe someday, maybe this fall, I'll come down to your church.
Okay.
But yeah, I think. Listen to this, Jesse. This is a fact, and it's our president's only last hope. He's got to find the 2020 vote illegal, which it was. It was definitely stolen. And if he can lock that in cement, then all of Biden's decisions and his auto pen, everything is illegal. Ketanji Brown should not be in there if the president was illegal. So everything has to be redone. That means all the judgments that she has participated in to create a swing vote, per se, are illegal, null and void, like the presidency. So I'm going to tell everybody right now, don't worry. President Trump will find that the 2020 vote was definitely stolen, like every intelligent American knows. Only the communists are carrying on this hypocrisy. It's the denial of hypocrisy is so stunning in this country that it's dumbfounding.
So let me ask, Mike, let me ask. Let's say that the president does find that, and he can prove that it happened, would that change anything?
Absolutely. That means that Ketanji Brown gets kicked out of the Supreme Court. And all her judgments that she participated in with those losers on the Supreme Court, except for Clarence Thomas and one other one, are null and void. They're no good. You cannot
who would be strong enough to make her leave?
It's not going to be Trump because he's definitely dropped the ball. He put that.
Who will be strong enough? Let's say that he found all that and found it to be true and proved that it's true. Who would be strong enough to tell that woman to leave the court?
I would say right now that it will have to be put before Congress, and the bums, John Thune there, and a little Poindexter. You know, I'm sure there'll be a battle in court, but it's got to go to Congress. I mean, absolutely, the vote was stolen. So everything that idiot did.
My point is, there's not one person other than Trump that will have. If the president found out that was true about the votes, you said, there's not but one person that could make her leave, and he's not going to do that. She's a black female liberal, especially black liberal female. There's not one person that would make her leave.
Okay, look, Jesse.
Is that a fact or not?
Don't call her a liberal, Jesse. Don't call her a liberal. She's a communist. She's a communist.
Mike, is that true or not?
No, it's not true because, I'll tell you what. It's all in our president's hand. If he can get rid of Todd Blanche, the head of Department of Justice, who absolutely is a communist, and he got rid of all the good one, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massey was unbelievably a good patriot. And for him,
in what way?
And Alex Jones too, because he stood up to some of Trump's BS.
Did you vote for Trump?
Hey, I voted for Trump, but I will never vote again in America until the vote is cleaned up. Why should I vote and have my vote weaponized against me? Oh, no way, baby.
So you're not going to vote anymore?
Never, ever, ever, ever going to vote again because of President Trump. Ever. Why? It's useless.
Why? Because of Trump. Why? Because of Trump.
Look, I was MAGA redneck. He followed me, and I warned him 2 years before the 2020 vote. In 2018, I said, President Trump, boss, you've got to get a vote task force or you're going to lose. They're going to steal the vote, and they're going to eat our babies. Go on there right now and look at my post.
But listen to me, Mike. Calm down.
Yes, sir.
You would not vote for Trump because of what?
Oh, I won't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for him last time because he will not secure the vote. He won't stop abortion. He won't stop immigration now. He told Tom Homan to back off. He won't continue on with the Epstein files. Is downfall.
Is there anything good that the Great White Hope is doing?
He is restoring some of our original rights. Big deal.
Like what, for example?
That's a no-brainer.
Like what, for Mike, for example?
For example, he's opening up the West to exploration again, and he's shutting down these doggone useless wind turbines and black energy. Do you know, Jesse, that one turbine blade takes 53 balsa trees? There's no more balsa trees left. And they just cut down 4,700 Joshua trees in California. That's what he's trying. He did stop a lot of that. He stopped the funding. But methoprestone is still there. You can go get your baby killed in the mail. You know, go get a.
Mike, I got to run because of time. Thank you, though. All right.
Yes, sir. Can I call back, Jesse?
Absolutely.
Thank you, boss. I love you.
All right, you too, buddy. I heard this story. It's not my story. I heard this story. I may have mentioned this before. So what I'm about to tell you, not my story. I heard someone else say it, and it made so much sense about reality and life itself. Earth. By the way, Earth is not heaven. And man is not God. But I heard this story, and it made so much sense about this bat cage. And this bat cage was deep, dark, way deep down in the cave. And down in that cave, it's nothing but darkness. I'm not able to tell the story the way I heard it, but it was interesting. I'll do my best. I'm black. You're black. And in this stage was nothing but darkness. And as you know, bats cannot see. And so they live in a dark night cage all the time. And then when they do come out of the cage, they come out at night, only at night, because they can't see in the light. And so in this cage, there were thousands of bats fighting over each other, running over each other, yelling at each other, crashing into each other, just carrying on in this dark cage. And so one bat finally thought to himself, you know what? I don't like it in this dark cage. I've been all my life, I've been in a dark cage. And it's just miserable in here. I don't want to be in darkness all my life. Only time I go out of this cage is in darkness. I still can't see. And this bat realized that the runner of the bat cage, the president of the bat cage, and the government of the bat cage, and the preachers of the bat cage, the religious people, they wanted it that way. Because all of their lives, they've been told that there's only darkness. This is all you have. You got to stay in this cage. You can't see. And so this bat decided, I'm going to organize. I'm going to tell the people there has to be something better. And I'm tired of living this way. I just don't want to do it anymore. I want out of here. So the bat called together a meeting inside the dark cage, down in there, way down in there. And he said to the people that showed up to the meeting, there has to be a better way. There has to be another way. I'm tired of living in darkness, aren't you? And some of the people say, yeah, I am too. I'm not seeing any light, and I'm miserable living this way. And then some of the people at the meeting said, oh, no, we can't leave here. No, they're not going to let us leave. They're not going to let us go to the light. Our friends are going to get mad. Our family members are going to get mad if we try to go outside to the light during the day. We're going to lose relationships with everybody. Some people are carrying on about that. They didn't want to lose their friends. They didn't want to lose anything. And then they felt like they were afraid that if they do try to leave, the guards of the city, the police and everybody are going to try to stop them. Their leaders, the civil rights leaders, and everybody are going to try to stop them, so they were afraid. But then there's one bat that's organized and saying, he was like, well, those who want to get out of here tomorrow, I'm going to go to the edge of the cage. I'm going to go to the door of the cage, and I'm going to make an attempt to get out of here. There has to be something better. I just don't want to live in darkness anymore. I want to see. What? Cave. Not cage. Cave. C-A-V-E. They live in the dark cave. Bats living in a cave. You know how bats live in a cave, right? They can't see. So they stay underground, then they come out at night and fly around. And so the organizer of the bats said, all those that want to try to get out of here, let's make the first attempt tomorrow. Let's go up to the door of the cave during the daylight and see if we can get out of what's going to happen. And so the next day, a few of them, afraid, shaking in their boots, didn't know what to expect, worried, just didn't know what's going to happen. They didn't know if they were going to be stopped along the way by the other bats who were jealous that they were trying to leave, who was envy that these people tried to get out of here. I can't believe you want to leave. You trying to stand up for yourself? You trying to be a individual? They were jealous. And they were afraid that these people would these bats would try to stop them too. They were even afraid that their mother, the bat mama, would start telling their bat brothers and sisters that they were trying to leave the house. They ain't gonna leave mama. Can you believe they ain't gonna leave me? I had them. I took care of them. Now they want to leave. They want to go into the light. They want to be independent. And the bat mama built an army because she didn't like the fact that the adults were trying to get away from her, the bat mama. And so the next morning, shaking in fear, because they didn't know what was going to happen or what to expect, the daylight came, and they went up to the open of the cage, the cave, C-A-V-E, cave. And when they went up there, they got right at the edge of it, and the sun was bright. And they kind of looked out, and they saw this light, and they're like, no, that hurt. That light hurt. And they ran back into the cage, the cave, because the light was too bright. And they were like, see, I told you, that light too bright. That light hurt. We better go back into the darkness. But this one, so they went back a little bit because the light did hurt. And so they went back, and then the organizer of the bat who said there has to be something bad, I'm tired of living this way, I gotta get out of here. He said, well, I'm gonna go back tomorrow and try again. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm going to go toward that light one more time and just see what happened. And so the next morning, he got up and he asked those that had gone before, y'all want to go? And then Little Joe and Mary Ann and Sue Lee said, I'll go, yeah, let's go and see. The rest of the people they're like, no, that light was too bright. I prefer the darkness. And so 2 or 3 of them went back with him the next day. And then the light was all bright again. It was just hurting. But they went a little outside of the darkness into the light. And the light felt warm. And it didn't hurt as much anymore. And then they're like, oh, this is not that bad. After all, I can see a little bit. And this light feels good. It's not like as painful as it was on their first attempt to leave the cave. And then so they stayed out there for a minute. And then they went back in. And they decided, well, the next day we're going to do it again. And they went again to it. And this time they went further out into the sunlight. And this time, when they went further out, God's mercy, and you know God has mercy on us, right? He saved them from the darkness. He saved them, and they were like, wow, living in the light is amazing. Because in the light, they didn't have to do anything. The light took care of them. Because they realized that of themselves, they could do nothing. Of themselves, they was helpless. They couldn't save themselves from the darkness. And so they stayed in the light instead of running back into the darkness of their fears, of their worries, of their jealousies, of their envies and strife and loneliness and insecurity, shyness. They faced it. Of the fear of the other bats may come out and try to get them that night, chase them, run them back home, or hurt them. They just lived with it and did nothing about it because they knew they couldn't save themselves. They realized the light was saving them. And the more light they got, the more they wanted. And then after a while, because they didn't do anything about it, they didn't run away from it, they didn't deny that the fear was there, but they didn't let the fear make them go back into the darkness. They lived with the fear. They slept with it, walked with it, eat with it, drive with it, drove with everything. And one day they were free, saved by the light. And that cave, C-A-V-E, I am talking about, are the demons, the people in your mind, the dark, evil, jealous, revengeful, thrill-seeking cave that you live in the darkness of your imagination. And then that dark, wicked human nature that lives in other people who try to stop you when you try to get away from the crowd, when you try to leave the darkness of the cave of your heart and your imagination. People try to stop you because they're jealous that you're going to stand alone. And they try to stop you. And so does the people, evil, spiritual people in your head. They try to stop you. They can't believe it. They scream and yell. But what you've learned to do in the light, because you understand how warm and beautiful and loving and the life is in the light and not in the darkness. And in the light, you don't have to do anything but live. Stephanie out of California. Stephanie, you are on the air.
Hi. Good morning, Jesse.
Hey, Stephanie.
Hey. So my question is, I don't know how to have normal conversations, it seems like, with my neighbors or anybody. And I don't know what I'm supposed to say, just because I don't know, like I can't bring up anything because maybe I'm in my head or they're not in agreement, and I don't want to scare anyone off. And I feel like I sound insane when I talk to anybody.
And your question for me is what?
My question is, how do I talk to my neighbors? My husband's in the background, without bringing up the truth.
How do I talk to my neighbors without bringing up the truth? What do you mean by bringing up the truth?
For example, my neighbors always come to my yard and they stand there and want to talk for a long time. And they'll talk about anything and everything all the time. And this woman was talking about how she feels her dad, he's dead, and she feels him with her. And immediately I just wanted to shake my head and say no. And it happens all the time. I'm just oh, do I say that? Do I not say that? I just sound crazy.
Do you want to stand there and talk to her?
Sometimes I do, but it feels like it's just a thrill because I should just be looking at my kids.
So are there times when you don't want to stand there and talk to her?
Yeah, after just a few minutes.
And then what do you do when you don't want to stand there?
I kind of look at her. I just stare at her for a while. Is she gonna leave?
But why don't you just leave? I have to go. Why don't you just say, I have to go? You don't have to stand and talk to her.
It's because I'm in my yard, I guess. But because I'd have to tell her, go. You got to go away now.
But why can't you tell her that?
I don't know how.
You just said it. You just said it. You just said I gotta go. You gotta go now. What do you mean you don't know how? I don't understand.
Okay, I want to say that, but I don't want to be terrible to her. I feel like it's kind of. You're right. It's probably just what I just need to tell her.
What?
Maybe that's what I need to tell her then. Okay.
No, but what's wrong with you saying you got to go now, or I got to go, or something? What's wrong with saying that?
It feels like I'm being rude.
Which is worse, standing and having a conversation with someone that you don't want to talk to, or standing to have a conversation with someone, or leaving from that person, which is more loving?
It'd be more loving not to resent her and just tell her goodbye.
But why don't you do that then?
I think part of me wants to just have I want to have a conversation. I want to talk about Trump. I want to talk about how she's a daughter of Satan.
You want to what now?
I want to talk about how we're daughters of Satan, our stepdad Satan. I want to talk about other things.
And why do you want to have that conversation with people that don't want to hear that?
Because I don't know if they want to hear it.
But then why don't you have that conversation if that's what you want to do? I'm really confused. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I don't know what's wrong with me either.
Why don't you have that conversation if that's what you want to have?
I did tell her. And she didn't agree. And I can feel my whole body was like shaking, and I turned red. And then I came back to the conversation, and she moved on. Like she just bounces to topic to topic. But when I told her that I think all the boys are sons of God and all the girls are daughters of Satan, she was like, "Oh, well, I'm a good person." And then it went on to another topic. But I just like.
So
I was
you did
not
say
okay.
that. You did say that to her.
I did.
And what made you say it to her?
Because that's all that goes through my mind when I see her. She's just a walking red flag.
Meaning what?
Meaning the minute she met me and my husband, she's like, "Oh, I'm divorced. If I'll keep him in check if you need my help, and I'm watching your husband, make sure he's on his P's and Q's," and just like everything she says is like, "You're crazy."
But I think you're the problem, not her, because you are dealing with someone that you don't see, you can't even be yourself, or you don't want to deal with it. I don't understand why you put yourself in the way of this person, knowing that you don't want to deal with her.
Yeah, I don't know why either. I don't know why. I literally, she's like on my mind all the time. I have to like stop myself from looking out the window.
Why are you judging
I am the
her?
problem. I don't know why I judged her. I don't know why. I tried to just stop and say, "Okay, I wish her well. I'm done." But I don't know. And I was like, maybe I'm just crazy. I'm just gonna leave her alone and say hi. But she always comes over, and I'm like, okay.
Because you always make yourself available.
Okay.
Why do you make yourself available for her?
You're okay.
No,
next time I can bring it.
That was a question.
Because maybe it's just a thrill. Maybe I like it.
Why do you make yourself available for someone that always comes over, but you don't want to talk to them, and you feel like you can't have a real conversation, but you always make yourself available? Why?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I feel a little. I don't talk to anybody. I'm just with my kids all day. But I don't know why. Maybe I'll go in the house next time. Because she's like...
Why do you make yourself available for someone that you're judging?
Why do I make myself available for it?
Because when you see her, you run out there and talk to her. As a matter of fact, you go in the yard hoping she'll come over.
Yeah, I walk outside and I look over like, is she out there? I'm looking for her. I'm looking for it. And I don't... And I realized, like, okay, I judged her.
Why don't your husband stop you?
I asked him that the other day. I was like, how come you didn't tell me that's enough and tell me go in the house and cook or something? Why'd you let me talk that long to her?
But it's not his fault that you're doing it. It's your fault. You want it.
I know it's not.
What's wrong with you, Stephanie? Jay, what's wrong with her?
She's so relatable.
Relatable?
Yeah. People being in her head about conversation, talking about whatever you want to talk about, not wanting to talk about whatever the topic of conversation is, not knowing how to end a conversation. It's funny.
Oh.
Because it's relatable.
But she put herself into that, though.
Right.
And then she's judging the woman because Stephanie believes she got the truth, and this woman doesn't have it.
Oh, yeah.
And so she want to put herself out there so she can prove to this woman she has the truth, and she doesn't. And if not, she's going to judge her.
I think she could totally keep it to just a few minutes.
If she wanted to.
Yeah. And that would be, like, perfect.
What do you say to that, Stephanie? Hello?
Yes.
What do you say
Can you
to...
hear me?
I can now, yes. What do you say to that?
I say, okay, I'll keep it real short and get out of there.
Not, like, necessarily real short, just as many minutes as you want.
Can I ask you one more question regarding the same woman?
Yes.
Well, she, like, comes over and brings books, and she's, like, wants to hug my boys, the kids, and tells them one day we're going to be playing this game and all this dumb stuff. And I don't even know what to say when she's like, come here, come give me a hug. And I know that's bad because I should be able to protect my kids.
Do you want her not to do that?
I do. I want her to not to do
Why
that.
don't you tell her then? Why don't you tell
I'm
her?
just like a coward. I can't even say it.
Well, then suffer.
What?
Just suffer. You love suffering.
Yeah.
Because you could say it if you wanted to, but you love the pain of not saying it. That's why. And you love judging this woman. Do your kids like hugging her?
No, they've yet to hug her. They never go close to her. It's like, okay, lady.
You're the problem, Steph. You're not protecting your own children. And this lady only getting away with what you allowed her to get away with. And then you judge her. And the more you judge her, it takes away your ability to stop her. If you love this lady, you would tell her no. Don't bring books. Don't hug my kids. If you loved her, you would be honest with her. You don't have love.
I know I don't have it. I know. It's why I called you.
Are you working on dropping your anger and stuff?
Yes, sir, I am.
Have you forgiven your mother?
Yes.
You told her?
I did. I told her.
Are you doing the
But
silent prayer?
I am. I do it every night. And so the nights don't last as long as the morning ones. I do the morning one.
So then why don't you speak up?
I can't. I'm not sure. I really don't know what. I'm just like a coward.
And how will you overcome it if you don't speak up?
Okay, I'm going to overcome
No,
it.
that was a question.
I won't. It'll just get worse.
You are living the life that you want, Stephanie. If you didn't want to live in fear, you will overcome fear. This woman is giving you, based on what you've said, all the opportunities to overcome fear. And you're not taking them. Instead, you're going into darkness and judging and then resenting yourself for not speaking up and resenting this woman. It's not her fault that you don't speak up. And if she doesn't want to play with you, that's on her. And she knows that you're weak because she sees you not standing up and saying no. She can take up much of your time as she wants. She can play with your children if you want. And you're doing nothing. She knows that you're weak.
Yes. I can see that. Yeah, I totally see that.
Well, just suffer until you're ready to overcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, I got to take a break. Call me again. Let me know how it goes.
Okay, thank you guys. Have a good day.
All right. Apparently, in Texas, speaking of the Bible, and you know how they had taken the Bible out of the public school system a while ago now, and then, but it's okay to have a Quran and anything but a Christian Bible. Breaking news. You see it? The Supreme Court has ruled that states may ban transgender girls from participating in sports at public funded schools. That's from the NPR.org. So, boys, the Supreme Court has ruled that states may ban transgender girls from participating in sports at public funded schools. NPR. It just came down right now. Right on. Breaking news. Thank you, Derek. So transgender girls mean the boys, right?
Yeah, boys who feel like they're girls.
So are they going to stop the girls from playing with the boys too?
I wish. That was happening long before we were accepting the transgenders. That was happening when I was in high school.
I know.
Girls wrestling with boys and girls on the football team. What a mess.
This is one issue that as long as they're letting girls play in boys' sport, I'm okay with boys playing in girls' sport. What's the difference? It's the same thing. Derek said, LOL, girls can't compete with boys. That sucks.
They stink. Well, he didn't say stink.
They stink.
Yeah.
But it's okay for the girls to play the boys' sport and weaken the boys, but it's not okay for the boys to play the girls' sport and weaken the girls. Keep them from being. It doesn't make sense to me. And I've asked so many people about that. Are you for boys playing in girls' sports? No. And why not? Because the boys are stronger. The girls don't have a chance. And then I asked, are you for girls playing in boys' sport? Yeah. I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah. How can you be for one and not the other? And against the other? How is that, Hake?
A double standard. Kissing up culture to women and victimhood stuff.
But it look like they should know that's so wrong. If the boys are too strong to play in the girls' sport, it's the same thing the other way around.
Right. And like you said, the boys weaken themselves.
They do.
It messes. In the workplace, men don't even like having women in the workplace. A lot of times.
I asked I know some guys who do that judo stuff, karate and all that. Is it called karate?
Not anymore.
What's it called?
MMA maybe.
You know how they be doing
Jiu-jitsu?
it? Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they have to do it with girls sometimes.
Right.
I'm like, what a beta. And I'm like, so you weaken yourself? You let her make you weak? They're like, yeah, I don't fight as hard when they fight with the girls.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
Imposing that on the guys, but they don't want to impose the guys on the girls.
You have to be careful where your hands go and everything.
What do you mean?
I didn't think I had to explain, but it gets in people's heads. I remember in high school. The
hands against in the head?
No.
You don't want to mess up their hair?
No, it gets in your head about, I have to be careful how I handle this gal.
Oh, you fought with girls in school?
No, but my teammates did in the wrestling team.
Oh, yeah. That's ridiculous to
Yeah, it is.
wrestle with a woman.
Mm-hmm.
What a mess! Let me go to Michigan and talk to Alison. Alison, you are on the air.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, Alison.
How are ya?
All is well.
Good. I'm calling for some advice.
Okay.
I had told you about the old people that I was taking care of, and the wife was feeding the husband drinks, and that
Oh,
was
yeah.
driving me crazy. Okay, so anyways,
So you're like a home care nurse, and this woman, according to what you said, is giving her husband alcohol after you leave, and it creates a problem, right?
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So, so she has just been treating me horribly, and I feel like I need to quit, even though I know it's going to break the husband's heart because I'm so good with him. But she's making my life complete hell and difficult, and treating me totally disrespectful. And so I feel like I need to move on. And this is like the third person I've taken care of when they're dying. And when it comes down to the family or the people that are really in charge, they have the power. I have zero power. So I feel like it's time for me to go, even though I feel bad for him.
And can you give me an example how she's treating you? An example of treating you badly?
Okay, so he doesn't remember a lot of things because he's got dementia. So I was going to take him to his brother to have lunch, and she'll do things like she won't tell me what time he needs to be there. So I heard that I was supposed to be there at 11. So I was on my way there at 11, and then she called his phone when we were in the car and said, "Why didn't you tell Alison it was 10:15?" So then his brother waited an hour for us to get there because she gave me the wrong time. Like, also, she goes way overboard giving gifts to people because she's loaded, and so happy birthdays and all that stuff is a huge thing for her. So my birthday was Friday. She didn't tell me happy birthday. I didn't get a card. Like, she's not speaking to me. She's leaving me notes that are nasty and, just like, do this, do this, do this. But there's just no love whatsoever when it comes to, like, she's a control freak. So.
And when you talk to her about it, what does she say?
She's mad at me, so she won't talk to me.
Oh, I see. And so why do you feel badly about leaving?
I feel bad because I'm so good with him, and I exercise with him 6 days a week, and that helps him to keep going and moving. Like, I take care of pretty much everything in his life except for after 4 o'clock in the evening. He has someone else help him get ready for bed, but I do all his pills. I exercise with him. I buy all his supplies. I drive him to work and pick him up and bring him back, and so he's gonna miss me big time. And I guess I'm kind of worried about what he's gonna think. But with her not liking me right now, it's not gonna get better.
But I don't understand why you feeling bad about it. It's just a job. Why are you feeling bad? It's not your husband. It's just a job. And if it's true that this lady is doing that to you, it sounds like she doesn't want you there.
Yeah, that's how I feel. She doesn't want me there.
So then why are you feeling badly?
Oh, the lady another lady I was taking care of, she just passed away. And when her son did kind of similar stuff, I stopped taking care of her. And then she just plunged downhill and sat alone in a room by herself and died alone. And so that's kind of fresh in my mind that she just died lonely and no one caring about her. And I feel like that's probably going to be the same thing that happens when I leave him.
And why are you feeling bad about that?
I feel responsible because I've been keeping him going.
Is it your husband?
No.
Why are you feeling responsible for somebody else's husband?
I guess because I've been taking care of him for 2 years and we've developed quite a friendship.
But it's just a job. And if it's true that the boss is treated this way, that means the boss doesn't want you there and you're feeling bad about it. What good is it doing you to feel bad about the guy?
No, it's not making me feel. It's not doing me no good at all. It's all I think about. And
so why are you doing it then?
I guess I wanted to know if you think maybe I should try to like write him a letter and tell him that, you know, it's not my choice to leave, or should I just let her explain that to him? Or I guess I'm worried about what they're going to say, what everybody's going to say about me. And even though I know I shouldn't care about that.
Everybody like who?
Well, they live in a place that has several residents, and several of those residents were actually my Pilates students for like 20 years. So there's a lot of people there that I know personally.
They were actually your what for 20 years?
Say that again?
You said they were your what for 20 years?
I taught them Pilates, like kind of like yoga.
Oh, you did Pilates with them?
Yes.
Oh, I got you.
So they all know me. I see them in the hallways, and I have great memories with those people. But then if I just disappear, I'm kind of afraid about what she'll say about me. But I feel like they've known me long enough to know that whatever she says is probably not true. She's crazy.
What good is it doing you to think about what others going to say about you?
It's not doing any good.
So why are you doing it then? Why are you thinking about stuff like that? And that doesn't make sense to me. How are you going to live your life thinking about what others are thinking about you? What's good is that doing you?
It's not doing me any good, and I'm trying to recover from it for sure.
So
listening to you is helping me for sure.
And you're trying to recover in what way? How are you recovering?
I think I've just been so codependent my whole life and cared about what other people thought and tried to please everybody. And that has not served me. But since I've been listening to you, I'm like, wait, why am I doing this? It's not making me happy in my life.
And why are you doing it?
Because I want to be liked, I guess.
And why do you want to be liked?
I guess because that's always what I did do.
And you gonna always live a miserable life like that?
No, I'm not.
So why don't you stop then?
I'm stopping. And I really need to quit this job. I feel bad, but I really need to quit. And there's several other people that there's so many people that need a person like me to help them but this is the third person I've done it for, and that's actually not serving me either, because then I just feel bad in the end because I don't have any power and they let me go. But there's so many other things I could be doing. I'm a musician. I sell vintage clothes. I have my own interests, so I don't need to be somebody's personal assistant and do everything for them.
And who is feeling bad about what others think about them, and you feeling bad for the old guy, and you feel bad that the other guy mother died lonely. Who is feeling bad? Who are you talking about?
I feel like it is my ego.
But then why are you calling your ego you and then going along with it if that's what it is? Why are you doing that?
That's a great point.
No, that's a great question.
It's a great question. I think it has to do with a pattern that I'm trying to break, where I'm listening to my ego, I'm listening to my mind, like they can't live without me, and it makes me important, and I know I'm not important, really.
You're not.
I know I'm not.
And the fact that you're thinking about what others are going to think about you, and the fact you're feeling bad because, according to you, this woman is treating you this way, so her husband may die alone. That's nothing but ego. You think you're more important than what you are, and you're not that important.
No, I know I do know I'm not important.
Then you shouldn't be feeling bad about anything.
That's right. You're right. This is why I'm calling you. I need to get my head, not my head, but I need to get, back into the silent prayer, back into just know. I think another thing too, Jesse, is I worry about financially, like how will I take care of myself?
But you say you have all these other talents.
I do. I have so many other talents.
And what
I really
good is it doing you to worry about finance?
Nothing.
So why do you do it?
Old habits.
Why are you not doing the silent prayer?
I am doing the silent prayer.
Every morning and night?
Yep.
So then why are you still listening to thoughts?
Well, I'm catching them a lot faster now. Before I'll tell you one thing that you've really helped me with this. I've had a wait and see. I haven't done anything. I haven't said anything I would regret. I haven't said anything mean or done anything that I would regret. I haven't blamed anybody, tried to argue with anybody. I've just been minding my own business.
Right on.
Minding my own P's and Q's and not doing anything. I mean, I'm not. Normally in the past, I think I would have tried to fix it or apologize or whatever to try to, smooth it over, but I'm not doing that. I've just been having a wait and see. But honestly, I keep thinking this is just not serving me. So I don't know why I'm having a wait and see when she's going to fire me.
When, if let's say you decide to leave, why do you need to write a letter when you know that you're going to leave? Why can't you tell the guy that you're leaving?
No, I will.
I'm asking. You said you're going to write a letter or something. Why can't you just let him know this is your last day or whatever?
I think that's a great idea. I think I
No,
wasn't
there's a question. Why can't you let him know? You said you're going to write a letter. Why is it that you can't let him know? Since you work with him, why can't you let him know this your last day or whatever?
Yeah, I can.
No, why can't you though? You said you're going to write a letter.
No, I said, should I write a letter?
Oh, you asked. Okay.
I was trying to decide if I should explain myself to him.
But why wouldn't you?
I want to.
Why wouldn't you?
I will, because I really respect him. He was a CEO of a company, and he was a big deal. But it took me a long time to get him to just trust me because I help him with everything.
But why wouldn't you? That would be if you're going to leave, and he's the one that you're working with, and his wife, according to you, treated this way. Why wouldn't you just say, "This is my last day. Your wife is a bitch, and I can't do. I can't. I'm not going to participate in that." Why can't you just say that to him?
I can say that to him. I can absolutely say that to him.
Amazing.
And I will say it to him. Yeah.
And then,
so I'm thinking Saturday's going to be my last day. 4th of July, Independence Day.
Why History Month?
That's right. Exactly.
And then only evil people think about what other people are going to think about them. So you have no business. Do what you want, but you should never put one thought into what other people say or think about you because those people are evil for doing that. They don't love you. They get a thrill. Why would you just wish them well? Don't be mad at them. So if those people that you've been doing Pilates with, if they believe what their woman say about you, just know they were never friends anyway.
Yes. Yep, you're right, Jesse. This is exactly why I wanted to call you. Thank you so much.
Amazing. So let me ask, do you have a life?
No.
You don't have a life?
My life has been consisting of taking care of other people's lives. So my life is getting lost in the shuffle. There's no doubt about that.
And what life is getting lost? When you say your life, what life?
When I'm staying in the present moment, because that's where all the really good stuff is. And that's when I'm living that way, everything works out beautifully, and I'm in the moment about whatever God puts in front of me that day. And that's usually how I live.
So when will you stop cooperating with thoughts, which is the devil, which is evil? When will you stop cooperating with him by believing him and reaction so that he can disappear once you stop cooperating with him? When will you do that?
Starting right this second.
All right. You
All
shouldn't,
right.
when you stop cooperating with, when Satan tempts you like that, he can only exist when you cooperate with temptation.
Makes perfect sense.
So don't cooperate with him or he'll be taken away from you. You have to leave and go make a home in someone else.
Yep, that's right. That's great, Dusty. That's what I'm doing right now.
Well, I wish you well and you stay with it.
Thank you so much, Dusty. I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, all right?
I will do that.
Amazing.
Okay, thanks.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Today is the first day of July, 2026. And as a result of it being the first day of July, this is our 9th year of celebrating July, because July is White History Month. Yeah! Amazing. White History Month. We got to celebrate it that day. White History.
History Month. I'm gonna celebrate with my friends. It's White History Month. So be sure to tell everyone. There will always be different months to celebrate. What? This month's gonna be White History.
Amazing. White History Month. It's a perfect month because July just feels white. Vacation time, 4th of July, reflection, appreciation, reflection. Amazing. Nick said landed on black, excellent. And manhood hour. Kind of perfect. I agree. Absolutely. It is White History Month. And at some point, every American needs to acknowledge White History to show appreciation for this great nation and the effort and determination and the innovation that white men put into discovering and creating the greatest country on this side of the planet. I mean, on Earth, this side of Earth, with the help of God. And it's so amazing that people from around the world want to come. And they are here, but they are here with open hands of destruction, taking and destroying. And unfortunately, Americans are allowing it to happen. It's like you've been given gold. And instead of appreciating the gold, you throw it away, you don't save it for investment periods. And that's what you're doing to America. And it's unfortunate. It really, really is, but I understand it. You're blind and cannot see. You have no love. But we want to say thank you to the white men who came here through hard times, rough times, and endured. And again, it's unfortunate that you allow all our people, the socialists, to take over and destroy it. Where will you go from here? White History Month is for all Americans, all. They've been showing these volleyball games lately, is it volleyball? Of
Soccer
games in this country. And there are foreigners from everywhere around the world. It's amazing how many foreigners came just to watch the game. I mean, just a whole truckload from everywhere just to watch the game. But in watching the game and coming here for that reason, they are loving America. They love it. They love it. I did not know until recently that over in Europe, at least parts of it, you can't have an air condition. And it's harder than 90 going north in Europe. And the people don't have an air condition. They have to go out and jump in that dirty water in the middle of town somewhere. And they don't have an air condition. Isn't that amazing? Here's some people, what is this, Nick?
Just some visuals while you were talking. Some Europeans excited as they're here in America.
About the country, huh?
Over
They
here
love it
in
here.
Costco. Talk about AC.
They love Costco. And they love air conditioning. They're like, we don't have an air conditioner. And over in Europe, and parts of it, I guess, I don't know about the whole thing, don't have air conditioning. There are people dying from a heat wave. Dying. And the government still saying, no, we're not going to give you an air conditioner because of stupid ideas about something. Isn't that amazing? The government don't care that you're dying. And then they give, if you do put an air conditioner in your window, in your house, they will fine you heavily, I'm told. They will punish you for trying to stay alive. Staying alive, staying alive. And then people walk around fanning and everything. That's coming to America. And they have one black representative from over there saying that she blamed America for the atmosphere because we have, I guess 90% of the homes have air conditioners or something. And they're like blaming us because we have air conditioners. Evil hate good. Look how human beings treat each other. They hate one another because they're of their father, the devil. Just think about that. The government will let you suffer in heat for some type of, what is that movement that don't want you to have air conditioners?
Environmentalism?
Yeah, environmental. A stupid idea called environmental movement causing human beings to die. And the government just let them die. Isn't that amazing? They're like, no, we still not. We care about the environmental movement instead of your life. And then you vote for them. And then you don't even stand up. That's coming to America. So White History Month is a whole month to awaken you up, awaken you to what's there. And also the power that you have within yourself of love, but it's not your power. And you don't have it until you return to the spirit of love. But we got to say thank you, America. They have every other so-called holiday celebration in this country except White History Month. It doesn't even make sense in the white man's land. So thank you, White History Month. And for our first recognition of one of the, if not the, greatest white men who ever walked the planet and are walking the planet. And he had brought not only respect and recognition back to America, appreciation, not only to America, but around the world. America is now respected again, loved again. Everybody want to be here. Isn't that amazing? And he's getting rid of the illegal aliens in spite of the opposition. He loved the country. He loved the people of the country. And we are grateful for this hero, this son of God. So here's our first acknowledgement to a white man who has and is making America great again. And fortunately, this happened to be our 250-year celebration of America. Go figure. It can't be any more perfect than that. So Donald Trump is our first appreciation of White History Month. Here's Trump acknowledging the 250-year anniversary of American independence. Praising the founder for, I love this. Praising, appreciating the founding father and the Declaration of Independence as inspired by God. Watch this from USA Today.
And 10 days from now, our country will celebrate one of the most monumental milestones in human history. We will mark 250 years of glorious American freedom. In 1776, our founding fathers met in Philadelphia and changed the world forever and ever with a thing called the Declaration of Independence.
Amazing.
They proclaimed the eternal truth that we are endowed by our Creator with the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We all made, and you know that, free and equal by the hand of Almighty God. Those timeless American principles did not just win a revolution, but they built us into the greatest, strongest, and most exceptional nation the world has ever known. There has never been anything like the United States of America, and together we are making it bigger and better and stronger. Tonight, as we stand on the edge of our 250th year of independence, I am thrilled to declare that America is back.
Yeah. America is back, babe. Doesn't hearing, well, I don't put words in your mouth, but hearing the true history of America spoken with such strength and love, doesn't like soothe the soul, relax the mind, and appreciate America. Instead of all these lies, America is a racist country, America is all this hate country and all that mess. Doesn't it sound beautiful? How can you not appreciate something that is so great? America is back. And he gave that speech at the fairground there in Washington, D.C. on the opening celebration of American independence. It was an amazing speech. What's such a perfect person to choose for the first example of white people, when boys were boys and men were men. The president goes on to give tribute to American founding father and patriot who sacrificed everything to secure liberty and independence.
In August, in conclusion, 250 years ago, a new nation was founded by farmers and soldiers, shopkeepers and tradesmen who stood strong to defend their rights, their families, and their freedom from tyranny across the sea. This exceptional nation was forged and won by some of the bravest, toughest, strongest, most extraordinary people ever to stride the earth. Together we stand on the shoulders of incomparable heroes such as George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Abraham Lincoln, Benjamin Franklin, Alexander Hamilton, John Paul Jones, John Hancock, at Lexington and Concord, Brooklyn and Saratoga, Trenton and Yorktown, and at Independence Hall in Philadelphia. These real-life legends and American icons poured out their blood, sweat, and tears and risked everything they had to purchase and to live the most priceless and glorious inheritance of any people ever to be on this earth. They all lived by the oath that Patrick Henry made immortal: give me liberty or give me death.
Amazing. when I was growing up down in Sweet Home, Alabama, on that plantation, going to an all-black school, they used to teach this exactly that way. When the last time you heard the name of those men mentioned, said out loud? When? Most young people don't even know those men existed, because in the universities and high schools and everywhere now, they're teaching you everything but true history of America. And you're coming out little communists, socialist communist people. Communists. Oh, hate call them commies. Am I right? Yes. Huh?
Yes.
Commies. They're teaching you to hate a country that's so amazing, given to you by God. And think about that. You ever heard those names? Most young people never heard the founders' names. That's amazing. The president highlighted the nation's sacrifices, expansion, achievements, and called for a renewal of greatness.
For 250 years, every generation of Americans have taken up this same call to freedom, from the storied alleys of Boston to the streets of Philadelphia, from the golden fields of Michigan to the gleaming shores of California, and from Texas to Florida to right here in now beautiful and extremely safe Washington, D.C. Our American ancestors fought and won the most vicious battles. They explored and settled the most dangerous frontiers and let no challenge ever break their spirit or their pride. They were proud to be Americans. They love our country. They look down on us now. They love our people. Americans crossed the Great Plains, scaled the mighty Rockies, tamed the Wild West, and turned this continent into industrial powerhouses like nobody has ever seen. We laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, built the great highways, invented the airplane, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism. We're going to have to do that again. And led humanity into space. And we did it all in the span of just 250 years. Now we are expanding the glory of American freedom into into a horizon that's never been seen before. We've never reached so high as we're reaching right now. This is our heritage. This is our history. And this is the destiny of America, to be the greatest, most incredible country ever to grace the earth.
Amazing. No one can explain it with such love, power, and authority as he does, the great white hope, Donald Trump. Some people call him amazing. And they say, what manner of man is this? The wind and the sea obeys him. Amazing. Some people call him king. And they hold king rallies around the world to worship Donald Trump. Some people call him daddy. And they say daddy is home. I call him the great white hope. Thank you, Mr. President. Last but not least, he called for national unity and patriotism ahead of America's 250-year anniversary. Watch this.
We are one people, one nation, marching into one magnificent future under our great American flag that we love and respect so much. And tonight we prepare to enter our 250th year. We are more determined than ever to remember these phrases. You've heard them many times before. We will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again.
Amazing.
We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you very much. Happy birthday, America. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Amazing. Young man, young man, go down to America that. I'm making up words. Amazing. Thank you, Mr. President. What?
That guy died yesterday.
Who?
Victor Willis of the Village People.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
May his soul rest in peace.
He had, they had requested that Trump stop playing at the rallies. He was making so much money, he said, I appreciate it.
That's right.
I heard.
Amazing. Thank you, Mr. President. May that man's soul rest in peace. Amazing. Thank you, Mr. President. Happy White History Month. And we are celebrating White History Month for all Americans on 250-year celebration of this great country. I just really appreciate the way the president presented with authority and the truth about it. Instead of these made-up lies, you got stupid people standing on American soil shouting death to America, death to Israel, free Palestine. Can you get any stupider than that? In our country. When I become president, they got to leave. I'm signing an executive order right after they swear me in, and these people got to go. This country is too amazing to have mess going on. And the human heart is wicked. And these people don't like us. They're using us for money and perceived power. And the whole plan is to destroy the big Satan in their minds. Tribute to this country, and thank you, Mr. President. The greatest president ever. Fight, fight, fight! Another example. This is White History Month. Today is White History Month. All love, all love. I want to show you a man who is another perfect example of white history. He's black on the outside, but white on the inside. And I've been fortunate enough to meet with him a couple of times at his chamber there in D.C. And it's been amazing to sit and talk with Justice Clarence Thomas. Some of you know that yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, the Supreme Court decided that they want to keep so-called birthright citizenship because they hate America and they want to destroy it. And so the Justice Clarence Thomas was like, this doesn't make sense. You're hurting the country. You're destroying America by doing this. And this is from the Hill in a 91-page dissent. 91-page dissent. Justice Clarence Thomas disagreed with Supreme Court's decision on Tuesday to strike down President Trump's executive order restricting birthright citizenship, contending the decision devalues American citizenship. He's so right about this. Watch this from Fox News.
Back to Shannon Bream for the view from Justice Thomas, who was a dissenter here. Shannon.
Yeah, in his dissent, he gets to that point, Bill, that you're making there. The 14th Amendment was enacted in the wake of the Civil War, quote, with the one pervading purpose of securing equal citizenship for the freed slaves. He writes, it was enacted, as Justice Harlan wrote, to secure to a race recently emancipated the civil rights that other citizens enjoyed. So Thomas has always been about that was the purpose of the 14th Amendment. He goes on to say that the court, meaning the majority now, has repurposed the 14th Amendment to protect its own set of preferred rights that the Reconstruction Congress never contemplated and that cannot find support in the text. Today, the court does so by recognizing a constitutional right to citizenship for the children of all foreign birth tourists and illegal aliens. Uses very specific language there. Again, Justice Thomas adhering and agreeing with the government's argument, with which they made here very passionately, that the 14th Amendment was about protecting the children of freed slaves and not what we've come to understand it as. You see his language there.
Amazing. I thought he was going to be speaking. He was giving a speech at some university recently, and he himself was talking about that, and it was like powerful. We're going to get that for you as well, so you can hear it from his own mouth as to how he feels about that. That's amazing, huh? A love for America. Justice Clarence Thomas is a true American. And for a long time now, he's been fighting on the course there to keep America great. And he's one of the only real conservative on the bench. Happy White History Month, Justice Clarence Thomas. That is amazing. We're going to get the soundbite where he's speaking about that. And you're going to really experience the impact of how he really feels about this so-called citizenship thing. Amazing, huh? And there's one female on the court. None of them should be on the court, period. But one that's there that definitely shouldn't be there. Because she has no idea. She's a DEI person. She has no idea what's going on. Zero. She's only on the court because she's a black female, and Biden, I believe it was Biden, decided to put her there to destroy the court. During the Supreme Court oral argument in the Trump versus Barber case on birth citizenship, this female by the name of Ketanji, whatever her name is, Brown, here's what she had to say from X.
I was thinking about this, and I think there are various sources that say this, that you obviously have permanent allegiance based on being born in whatever country you're from. That's what everybody recognizes. But you also have local allegiance when you are on the soil of this other sovereign. And I was thinking, I, a U.S. citizen, am visiting Japan. And what it means is that, if I steal someone's wallet in Japan, the Japanese authorities can arrest me and prosecute me. It's allegiance, meaning can they control you as a matter of law. I can also rely on them if my wallet is stolen to, under Japanese law, go and prosecute the person who has stolen it. So there's this relationship based on, even though I'm a temporary traveler, I'm just on vacation in Japan, I'm still locally owing allegiance.
This female is so dumb. She's dumber than a doorknob. A doorknob has more sense than she does. I think it's the same female that didn't know what a woman was. She's only there because she's a DEI person, and they want her to help destroy America. She's saying that, and to break it down, it sounds like she's saying that if you go to a foreign country and you get arrested, you break the law or something, get arrested, then you owe your allegiance into that country. Isn't that amazing? I want my country back, but today and the rest of this month, we're celebrating. All love here. I want to show you an image of the justices who voted to keep birthright citizenship, an image of the Supreme Court. Do we have that? These are the idiots who voted to keep birthright citizenship. Can you name those people's names? I just know them by phrase, not by name, except Justice Clarence Thomas.
The woman on the far left is Justice Sotomayor.
Oh, Lord, what a loser.
The one right above her is Amy Coney Barrett.
Big mistake. President Trump put her there. Big mistake. A loser. She has black children. What okay.
And then I only know two more circles. The black lady is Ketanji, and the one to the left of her is Kavanaugh. I just don't know the names of the other two, but
do you know of
maybe James does.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ilana Kagan is the one on the far right.
Sitting on the chair.
On the chair. And Sonia Sotomayor is the one on the far left sitting on the chair. Those are the two Obama justices.
And those are, with the circles, are the people who voted to destroy America by keeping birthright citizenship. They don't love America.
And Chief Justice John Roberts, 4 women and 2 males.
I'm so proud of these white men voted with these females to destroy the country. I can see the females doing it because they're emotional and they don't have common sense. But the white men, what a shame. Are there any real, other than Justice Clarence Thomas, is he the last true conservative on there?
I believe that Samuel Alito is a legitimately conservative guy.
Let me see that again. I want to see who he is. Let's sleep on it tonight. I don't want. Oh, that's the one with no circle? Sitting or standing?
Yeah, sitting next. Yeah, that one.
Right there. Oh, okay. That's
Samuel Alito.
So just he and Justice Clarence Thomas are the real conservative?
Those are the ones who are most reliably having common sense.
Well, it's ended. Once they retired, it's over, huh?
Yeah.
For the court.
Yeah, because actually Kavanaugh is usually better than Gorsuch, but today, or yesterday, Gorsuch voted with the decent people, and Kavanaugh voted with the women.
Amazing. I wonder how the two people that President Trump put there. The three people they put. Well, how do they feel knowing that they are disappointing him by not standing up for the country? I wonder what they think about that. And I remember when he appointed this Amy Barrett,
yeah.
Barrett female. I like President Trump. Don't do it, because that woman felt bad for George Floyd.
That was ridiculous.
It was, because she's like, I got some black children too, that she adopted from Africa or somewhere.
Yeah, that is no common sense.
There she is with her little black children. Is they from Somalia or somewhere?
Haiti? I don't know. I forget.
It may be Haiti. Is it Haiti there?
Amy, I'm looking it up. Haiti, born in Haiti.
Yeah, Carmen Bear has two black adopted children from Haiti. So she felt bad for George Floyd because of her black children.
Talk about shallow. And that's supposed to be a judge or a justice?
Ain't no justice in that. What a mess! Making America great again. Do we supposed to have that?
Are we supposed to?
Are we? Yeah, that's true. Are we supposed to have that thing where Justice Clarence Thomas speaking about the birthright thing?
That was an older clip, but has resurfaced because of the situation.
Oh.
And so it is worth grabbing. I believe that what's his name is going to work on it. Is working on it.
So he didn't talk about this afterward. It was a speech he gave about birthright.
Yeah, he may have spoken about it afterwards, but he wrote like a 100-page
91
dissent. Yeah, nice. But yeah, I don't know if he's
91 page.
I don't know if he's been at an event since then. This thing just came out. It was just unveiled yesterday morning.
Amazing.
Derek said, "Give me 10 seconds."
Okay. Happy White History Month.
Trump said, "Congratulations, President Xi."
I know, because they have, according to the reports, that over in China, they have a whole lot of Chinese women that come over. It's like a...
Right here in San Gabriel Valley.
Yeah, they come over here, make babies, and go back.
Yep.
It's like a market thing.
I would like to congratulate President Xi and the great country of China on their massive birthright citizenship win. President Donald J. Trump.
Can't the president get the Congress to vote in a law to stop this?
According to Kavanaugh indicated that he would let a congressional thing work. But,
I think they can do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they have enough supporters in Congress now that would do that.
Common sense is gone.
These people want to vote. They want you to have no air conditions.
Yeah.
Here is the soundbite from Justice Clarence Thomas about so-called birthright citizenship. Watch this.
Progressivism seeks to replace the basic premises of the Declaration of Independence, and hence our form of government. It holds that our rights and our dignities come not from God, but from government. It requires of the people a subservience and weakness incompatible with a constitution premised on the transcendent origin of our rights.
Did it freeze?
No, that was just a short clip. It was
He
maybe
said
a different
more than
section
that.
from what you're talking about.
That's the one, though. That's a soundbite. That was from Fox
That was the
News.
event that where he spoke and said.
Yeah. I don't know if that was after this decision or before, though. That was for Fox
I'm
News.
sure it was
Thank
before.
you, Derek. That's amazing. I want to give you another quick example of White History Month and how great America is. And if you want to, whatever you want to do in this country, you can do it. You can be rich or poor, you can be whatever in this country. After a while, it's not going to be that way, though. They're going to give it all to the Abba people, and they're going to stop the white people. But I want to give you I haven't seen this soundbite yet. I was told about it from my producer. And I want to give you an example of black excellence in America. And that in America, you and only you hold yourself back. Nobody or nothing can hold you back in life, whatever hold it back means, except for you. Anyone that calls themselves a victim, they're that way because they want to be one. They have the life that they want. And no one is to blame but them, especially if they're adults. Fox 2 and Gemini is reporting. This is White History Month, 250 years of the greatness of this country. This is a video that tells the inspiring story of a guy by the name of Mario Kelly. And Mario is, according to this report, a self-made millionaire from Detroit who overcame significant adversity to build a successful career as an entrepreneur. Watch this from Fox 2.
A man from Detroit went from being homeless, sleeping in his car outside fancy houses in Detroit, to buying one of those houses and becoming a self-made millionaire.
And I had a chance to speak with him as he starts the newest chapter of his life, tapping into the business of AI.
How may I help you today?
Hey, Emily, I'm with Dave Spencer from Fox 2 News.
The voice on the other end of this phone call is Emily. And as real as it sounds, it is in fact artificial intelligence, the latest creation of the very real Mario Kelly.
I have something called Believe in AI. It's an academy where it's also an AI assistant with emotional intelligence. You can have a 10 to 40 minute conversation. It answers the phone for you. It makes appointments.
Mario is a self-described man of action, pouncing on every opportunity that comes his way, a trait that started back in childhood.
I wanted the Nintendo games, or I wanted to go to the arcade on Woodward. My mother said you had to get a job in order if you wanted to go to the arcade.
After working at a Ford plant and then Jacobson's, Mario eventually found himself unemployed.
At the same time, I was still living in my van. I was homeless, I got divorced. I'm from the east side, but I had manifested that I wanted to live in an area called Rosedale Park. So I would go over there every night, find a different house to sit in front of.
He says through manifestation and a belief in himself, inspiration took hold.
I put the word Believe 313 on a rubber band, and I would go downtown and just sell rubber bands.
And one day, opportunity came knocking at one door in particular.
Police were putting a Bateman sticker on a house one day, and I rolled past it and I said, what's going on? They said, we've been giving him tickets for 2 years.
He contacted the owner of that very home and offered $6,500.
He took that money, and then I just worked on the house room by room.
Amazing. This is amazing. It really is. And in the good old days, your parents, they taught you how to work and growing up, but they said you're on your own once you become an adult, especially for the men. This is amazing story. I've not heard of this guy before. My black producer told me about it. He black on the outside, but white on the inside. Derek. Mario Kelly business journey began humbly with $27. He started with $27. Works for cleaning supply, leading to the launch of a 313 cleaning. Watch this.
Other doors started to open, and Mario didn't hesitate to walk through. For instance, while touring a Shinola factory.
We walked into a room, it was filthy, it was dirty. And they were like, oh, I'm sorry, our cleaning company is terrible. I said, I have a cleaning company.
He didn't exactly have a cleaning company yet, but he did have $27 worth of cleaning supplies.
They told me, give us a proposal. I went home and tried to figure out how much it would cost to do a building of this size.
He got the job, and 313 Cleaning was born. Then came the next opportunity.
In 2021, no one wanted to go to work.
Right.
So I said, let me start Believe 313 Staffing.
Word spread of his success, which again led to new chances.
I started hiring a lot of returning citizens. And they would tell me, man, your story is, we talk about your story to people in jail all the time. So I said, I need to share my story.
So he did.
I'm the cleaning guy. My whole journey started with cleaning. So
let's do that.
Yeah, let's show them where it started at, where the $27 started at.
That may have been where it started, but Mario Kelly has no idea where it will end, and he says that's a good place to be.
Amazing. Congratulations. That's an amazing story. And what's so amazing about it, if you take that first step to do something for yourself, you don't know it, but opportunity will open up for you. Out of nowhere, things will start to happen. And one thing will lead to another one, and this I promise you. One thing will always lead to another. But if you don't take any first step, there's no second step to take. And then you say you're a victim. That's why I say you can't help people. Everybody have the life that they want. Whatever your life is today, that's what you want. And no one has a right to judge you. You have a right to be in misery, calling yourself a victim, or you have a right to be free. But it's you, and you're responsible for it. No one can hold you down except for you. And it doesn't matter the color, male or female, rich or poor. It's a lie that you can be held back because of your color or anything. It's a lie. This is America, and I got to take a break. One more hour to go. Happy White History Month. Danny, a first-time call out of Oklahoma. Danny, you are on the air.
How you doing, Jesse?
All is well.
I'm tell you brief about me a little bit. I'm 74 years old.
Amazing.
I was born in the Delta. I was born in Memphis.
During the good old days.
Yes, sir. And I just wanted to speak to you and your audience about, you talk about it a lot, about the good old days.
Yes.
Well, in the good old days, before the bad stuff happened, in the Delta, we all lived together. Yeah. We worked together. All peoples worked together on stuff. The black people were wonderful people. I mean, they were sharp. They were shiny as a diamond, smelled good, looked good, drove new cars.
Yep.
And it was a wonderful time. And I met a lot of people. The hometown that I'm from is Osceola, Arkansas. Two of the greatest blues players that ever was in the world were from there, Albert King and Son Seals. And I met these people because I'm a musician myself for 55 years. I was a professional musician. And I still am. Even as old as I am, I can still play. But I just wanted to, a positive note, let you know that I appreciate your show, and I agree with just about everything that you talk about. And I'm a white guy. I'm of Irish descent.
Right
and, I lived on a plantation. I didn't live on a plantation. The plantation that was around me was the Wilson plantation.
Nice.
In Osceola, yes. And I don't have much to say except for I just want to say to your black audience out there, once upon a time, you guys were some of the best in the world. Your culture was the greatest, one of the greatest cultures in the world. And I still believe that with all my heart.
Yep.
Y'all brought the blues. I mean, you people were wonderful, and somehow something happened, and you destroyed your own culture.
The civil rights movement happened. the civil rights movement destroyed black people.
It was yes, sir, they did.
Yeah.
But the culture of the black people used to be so astonishing great.
Yeah.
I mean, us white people. Now I was a young guy back in the '60s, but I looked up to the older black people because they were so great, man. They could speak, they could do business.
Yep.
Everything was wonderful. But that's all I got to say.
Danny, I appreciate that. Thank you for the White History Moment. I appreciate it.
Right on.
Amazing. He's so right about that. See, he's 70 years old. He know about the good old days. I honestly used to think, I know it was silly, but black Americans were so amazing before the so-called civil rights movement happened. We was the worst thing that ever happened to the blacks, except for abortion. But I used to think that only white people sinned. Can you believe that? I grew up thinking that. I did not know, only white people sinned. I did not know black people sinned at one time. Isn't that amazing? Can you believe I used to think that way, hey?
Yeah. Because, I grew up thinking the whole world was Christian and kind of revolved around my family or something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Because I lived in Temple City. Temple sounds like the Bible, Christian.
And the reason I thought that only white people sin was because black people were so friendly and nice and family and working, as Danny just said. They had their own businesses. They did their own thing. There was no complaining. And then if they were sinning, it was a secret. They kept it. You didn't know about it. They didn't publish it. You know what I mean? Right. So now I know that they were, but it was hidden. And they didn't brag about it. They were ashamed of it. And then the reason I knew white people sin was because my uncles and others would go up to New York and Florida during the summer when we didn't have to work the cotton fields and stuff because he had no work. It wasn't time to pick the cotton. And they would go up there to work, picking oranges and stuff like that, I think. And they would come back and talk about all this stuff that white people were doing. I was like, what the? And I literally thought only white people sinned. That's how amazing black people were. What does, and I'll start with the Anchor Baby first today. What does despair mean?
No hope, I think.
No hope?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it means no hope.
And what do you say it means? Despair. Hake.
Well, I was going to say, I guess unconsolable sadness or something.
Have you ever been in despair?
Yeah. Wow. No, never.
Why are you laughing?
Used to be laughed at. You laughed at my pain.
Have you ever been in despair, Anchor Baby?
No.
After
that,
every day.
he said,
well,
no, after that.
I will not be honest. We've all been in despair, right?
How about you?
Yeah.
And what does despair feel like?
Like there's no way out.
Out of what?
Hell. Out of like whatever situation you're in and, and whatever you're feeling.
And what does despair feel like to you, Hake?
It can't stop the dread of like the future.
You can't stop the dread of the future?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you know the future is going to be dread?
Dreadful?
Dreadful.
It's like, what else was it going to be? That's what despair means. You know it's bad.
But how do you know it's going to be bad if it not even exists, the future?
You know.
You know.
You just know it.
And Anchorman, what did you do in your state of despair?
I just despaired.
Meaning what?
I don't know, just despaired in my despair. I was paralyzed in my despair.
And how long?
And then it's and then maybe even like affected my mood or something. If it was like an outward thing, yeah.
And did you cry?
No.
Why
I haven't
not?
cried in a long time.
Huh?
I haven't cried in a long time.
So you don't cry in despair?
No, just in anguish, in internal anguish.
You cry? Oh, you just have the anguish stuff.
Right.
Oh, you cry.
Why God?
Why God?
Or why me? If you're gonna give it a word.
Why me, God?
I've never say why God.
You say why me, God?
No, I never say why God.
Oh,
that's something I don't scream to the heavens.
And how long does despair last for you?
Just like a little, just like some. It seems like forever.
How long your despair last, Hake?
Well, I feel like it's a permanent state, but that I, thankfully, I guess, forget through comforts and work.
So other people comfort you, and then you go to work and you forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But all the while, I'm crying on the inside.
While you're working and people comforting you?
Sort of.
Amazing. And how long does your despair last, hey, Anchor Baby?
Yeah, I was gonna say what Hake said.
What?
Just like I don't know. It just seems to. I just forget it. I forget it.
And then it come back?
I forget it for whatever time.
By working?
Seems to just be like a moment.
And so it comes and go?
Sure.
You want to come and go too?
Yeah. Yeah, at least my awareness of it comes and goes.
So sometimes you're aware I am in despair right now.
Right, and other times I forget my despair, but
Oh.
it's still there,
That's amazing.
I think.
I ask this because I'm talking to some people who are in a state of despair. And they said something like you said about they just don't see where they're going to have a bright future.
Mm-hmm.
Or some situation happens and they go into a state of despair. And I was thinking about that. I was like, that's interesting. Despair. I haven't thought of despair or felt that way in so long. I forgot about despair. Isn't that amazing?
Well, aren't you special? Yeah, that's nice.
What is nice?
It sounds nice. Must be nice. Sorry, go on.
What do you think about that, Anchor Bay? I forgot about the word despair because I haven't experienced it in so long, I forgot that it exists.
Amazing.
I'm
That's
sorry.
amazing.
Meaning what?
That's how you do it. It makes sense. If there was one way to be free from it or have some distance from such a thing, it would begin there. And so hearing you say that, that's what I think. I think, you know what? That's plausibly how it's done.
How it's done?
Well, how you overcome or get some distance from despair, it starts with forgetting. It starts with
But I haven't even felt despair, so that's why I don't think of it.
right. That makes
I
sense.
know what despair feels like. I have
That's a
felt
sensible statement, is what I'm saying.
it. Oh, okay. I have felt it before,
Mm-hmm.
but years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't experienced it so long, I forgot about it. And I was thinking about despair, and I realized that the feeling of despair. What does Derek mean by Judas?
Iscariot. Judas Iscariot.
Judas is scary.
Iscariot.
He's scared.
Not he's Iscariot. This is his last name, or something. Judas Iscariot.
And so, what about him? Well, who is he, and what about him?
He betrayed Jesus with a kiss for 30 pieces of silver.
Oh.
And afterward, I think he was in such a state of despair that he bought a field or something like that and did himself in.
He bought a field?
And he died by suicide.
He bought a field?
He hanged himself, and I think maybe I don't know if he bought that field. He may have hanged himself on somebody else's field.
Did Jesus forgive Judas?
I guess. Yeah, I can only assume so.
Derek says
Why
no.
wouldn't he have?
And
Derek says no.
Why would he say no?
I think that's an assumption.
Assumption.
I think it makes more. If you're going to assume one way, you're going to assume that he did forgive him.
I mean, Jesus knew that, as he knows about everyone, that it wasn't Judas that was, what did he do to him? Kiss him on the...
Betrayed him.
Betrayed him.
Mm-hmm.
But it was Satan in Judas that was doing the work. And so why wouldn't Jesus? Because Jesus doesn't judge anyone, nor does he condemn anyone. And he came to tell us that his Father said to forgive because it's not them. Mm-hmm. So why would he forgive Judas too? It wasn't Judas.
Yeah.
Satan is Judas in your head. Satan is the one that kissed you on the cheek and lied to you and then caused you despair.
Right.
It wasn't Judas himself. So I'm convinced that God forgave and Christ forgave Judas as well. He just felt guilty because Satan made you betray people, and then he caused you to feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
And if you think it's you, then you feel guilty, and then you go about some land and hang yourself.
Right.
So I'm sure God forgave. God forgive all. He holds nothing against anyone, nor does his son. Amazing. I wanted to tell you this about despair. One thing for sure, and without a doubt, zero doubt, you are not your despair. I don't care what you're into. Alcohol, drugs, whatever, anything, no matter what it is. You are not your despair. And if you want to find out if it's true or not, stop reacting to the word that brings on the feeling. It's just a thought that brings on the feeling of despair. Stop reacting to it and see what happens. Stop reacting to it. The word, because it's just a word that comes to tell you, oh, you're a loser. You are not married, to the ladies especially. You are not, have no children. You're never going to be anything. Your future, as Haight said about his future, is dim. Those are just words telling you that. And then because you believe the word, which are the devil, it's the devil, it brings on the feelings. And now you feel despair. You feel that way, but it's not real. You are not your despair. And a lot of people feel that they are in a state of despair. It's just another lie. All thoughts are all lies all the time about anything. Number one, Haight gave a good example too about the despair told him that his future wasn't going to be right. And there is no future. So you know they're lying to you. What future? You don't have a future. All you have is a now, right now, only. Everything else is an illusion, so how can you be despaired? Explain that to me. And so if you want to know if despair is real, you can test it. Don't react to the thought of despair. Or any thought about anything, but how about that? Since we're talking about that. How about that? Meet me outside. How about that? Remember that girl said, meet me outside to find out.
Meet me outside, see what happens.
Yeah.
Which is not the words, but that's what you said.
Whatever happened to her?
She's very active. You don't want to know. Or I can't repeat it on air.
Oh, okay.
But
all right.
The real word is cash me outside.
Oh.
How about that?
Oh, yeah. That's true. I forgot.
Catch me outside. How about that?
So
That's
cute. What happened to that poor innocent soul?
But despair is not real. You don't understand the grip that Satan and his little demons have on your mind. You just don't understand how he lives in you and all his little demons. I was talking to someone in counseling yesterday, and they were saying that they had no idea, like Jesse, I had no idea the amount of demons I have inside of me until I heard you say forgive, do the silent prayer, become aware. They're like, there's just one layer after another one and after another one. I'm like, that's true. You have 100,000 or more demons inside of you and don't even realize it. And you give them names because Satan names them and the world names them. Despair is just a cover-up word that means demon. You are not despair. Your despair is a lie. And the moment you stop believing thoughts, eventually you forget about that word despair because you never feel that way anymore. It's amazing, too, how the world had put names on demons' actions, and then you believe the word because they said, this is what it means, and if you have this feeling, this is what it is, and you believe it's truly happening to you. You believe it's happening right inside of you, and you believe it's you. It is in your mind, but you're not your thoughts. It is in your emotions if you believe it, but you're not your emotion. It's in the body, but you're not your body. So, I rest my case. So I want to say this to all people who want to hear. It's not for all who don't want to hear. You have one choice, and one choice only in life. There's the only choice you have. Since you're already in hell, every human being is born into hell. Not one that is not born into hell. And hell meaning you're born into a screwed up family. Your daddy and your mama are screwed up, especially your mama. And so your mama, even when she tried to appear to be sweet and nice and just help everybody, or she's just plain or outright mean, is evil, and she recreate you, and it's not her. This is for every man, boy, child, woman, female, whatever. It's that spirit inside of her. And she caused you to become angry, resent her. And the moment you resent her, you become like what you hate. And so the word despair is just a word. It's a lie. It's a pure lie. So one choice, if you want to overcome all of these things, you have one choice only in life. Since you're already in hell, you're born into hell of a crazy family, right? Because you're innocent when you're born, unless your mama mad and carry on while you're pregnant, she corrupt your spirit inside the womb. But you're born into darkness. And the darkness lies to you all your life to convince you that it is you. And you start repeating it and overreacting and blaming others and carrying on. And you give false life to it. You have one choice if you want to be done with despair or anything. If you want to overcome the world and the people in the world, because the demons are in them too. You have one choice only. And people always talk about, well, I have a free will. They believe in free will, right? And free will doesn't exist. But you do have one choice. And what's that one choice, Angela Baby, to overcome despair?
Stop thinking about it.
And what's that one choice? Maybe. Hate to overcome despair.
Anchor Baby said, maybe.
Oh, you did?
When you moved on like that.
What?
When you moved on like that.
Oh, I just moved on because of time.
No, I know.
What the? Satan told you I moved on because your answer was wrong?
Well, I was just playing, really.
Oh, okay. And you say?
What's the one choice?
You have.
Regarding about?
Despair or anything, really.
Let it go and accept Jesus. You're not supposed to laugh at
Oh,
me.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. That came out without me realizing.
Because I was going to say let it go, but
You
have
sound
to
like a Christian when
I
you
know
say
you
that.
have. You're supposed to. I was going to say let it go, but I feel like I'm supposed to include Jesus too.
Why?
I'm a Christian. Let it go by the power of Jesus.
But both of you are right. You only have one choice. Is to give up. And just know that you can't save yourself. There's no such thing as you saving yourself. No one. Man, woman, or child. Man, woman, male, female, child, children, whatever. You cannot save yourself. And the more you try, the deeper into despair and worry and depression and all these fancy words they made up to cover up evil, you're going to go into. You got to give up. You got to give up trying to save yourself. It's never going to work. It ain't going to work. And you should know that by now. Look how long for the older people, younger adults, look how long you've been trying to save yourself, and look what you've done to try to save yourself. Have you gotten better? You can't save yourself from despair or anything. You got to give up. And when you give up, the spirit of truth, the light, will come in and destroy the darkness. You don't have to keep giving into the darkness. You're doing it because you want to. You love the pain of it, the thrills. 888-7, so give up. You can't change yourself, and it will change. You're letting God come in and help you. He would do the work for you. Let me go to Ray out of Canada. Ray, you are on the air.
Hey, good morning, Jesse. How are you today?
All is well, Ray.
Okay, thanks for taking my call, and happy White History Month, by the way.
Thank you. Happy White History Month. It's amazing.
I'm mixed race, so I have to root for both sides.
So you, what's your race?
My mother is white. She's Canadian, like white Canadian, and my father's from India.
Amazing. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy.
But like you, I got blue eyes. I'm the only one in my family with blue eyes.
Wow. That's that white blood.
That's that white blood. Yeah. And even people here tell me, man, you're lucky you got the blue eyes.
That's amazing.
Anyway, the reason I'm calling, Jesse, I called a couple months ago, and I kind of feel silly calling right now because you had that talk on despair, and it felt like you were talking straight to me. It's like you wrote that speech for me specifically, but I'll ask anyway since I'm on the air.
Okay.
So long story short, I found you a couple of years ago, forgave my parents, did the silent prayer, everything. And almost instantly, like the best word I can find to describe it was like a miracle happened. Like everything just became better without me even trying. Like I became more aware, opportunities started coming my way, my finances improved, my relationships improved, and I really didn't have to do anything. It was just, I guess it was God just taking over and just working from that new awareness. And I kept that going for 2 years. Everything was amazing. Everything was great. And I don't know why. Like, I can't give you a logical reason why, but all of a sudden I stopped doing the silent prayer. I stopped watching church and everything, and things spiraled out of control. Like, I started sleeping around again. I started getting back into my thoughts, and things just became very, very dark, like much darker than before I had even started working on myself. So I called you about a month ago, and you told me how to get back on track. I'm getting back on track now. I'm back doing the silent prayer. I'm back watching my thoughts. And the reason I'm calling is my question. Well, you kind of answered it in your speech, but I wanted to ask you if you can let God down, like if God can abandon you. Because this time what I'm finding is like I'm back on track. I'm doing the silent prayer. I'm watching my thoughts. But this time, like that darkness and like you said at the beginning of that the show, that despair is not really going away. Like when I first started working on myself, it was not instant, but almost instantly my life improved. But now it's just like that darkness isn't lifting. I'm still having the dark thoughts. I'm still like having the bleak view of the future, like nothing's going to work out for me. Like even before I had started working on myself, I never thought about killing myself, but now I'm having like these suicidal thoughts and that like I'm going to be stuck and nothing's going to work. So it almost kind of feels like God is saying, hey, I gave you a chance. I brought all these miracles into your life. I improved your life. I blessed you. You did the right thing. But now that I'm getting back to it after falling off, it seems like he's saying, well, I gave you a chance and you threw it away. So why should I give you another chance? I know it sounds silly, but what are your thoughts on that?
So your question for me is what are my thoughts on what you going through right now?
Does God abandon people like after giving? Because he gave me a chance. It seems like he really blessed me after I started working on myself, and I fell off. And now it seems like he's far away. Like it seems like he doesn't want to give me another chance. So is that possible, or am I just in my thoughts?
First, let me ask, why did you stop praying, doing the silent prayer?
I don't know, Jesse. I don't have a logical answer. I guess this is just me looking back in hindsight. I guess I thought since I'd been doing it every day for 2 years, since I forgave my parents, since things were going so well, maybe I just guessed, okay, like things are just going to flow naturally now.
And where did you get that thought from?
As I said, I'm looking back in hindsight. In hindsight, I can tell it didn't come from the best place.
And where did it come from?
Probably from hell.
100%. What happened was you went back. First of all, God doesn't let anyone down. God doesn't leave anyone. He never forsakes you. You leave him. People leave God when they go back into the darkness of their imagination, when they become angry and they overreact and they think about the past or the future. Or Satan tell them, you know what, you don't need to be aware anymore. You don't need to do the silent prayer. You don't need to be in the light. And the moment you believe that, you go right back into darkness of thought, which is imagination, which is not of the light, which is not of God. So all you've done is gone back into the imagination. You're back in darkness. And God is still with you, but all you got to do is come back to the silent prayer and practice staying present. Everything is still working. All is still well. It's just that you went into the darkness of imagination. Now all these thoughts and feelings are coming, and you think that they're yours. You think that they're you, and that's the problem. You're not in despair, and so you're overreacting, and you're giving this feeling of despair a false life, and now it's telling you might as well kill yourself. God is not with you anymore. You might as well kill yourself. Your future is not pretty. You may as well kill yourself. You don't have a life, and you still believe in a lie. And that's what the demon.
Reading my mind.
That's what the demon wants. He came to rob, deceive, steal, and kill.
Right, but this time, as I said, like the darkness is far worse. Like I'm even having physical symptoms.
Come back to the light, man. Just come back to the present.
Right.
And don't call it you, and all is well. Now, as far as your physical problems, you may have to see a doctor. I'm not a doctor, so I can't recommend that.
No. He just said it's probably stress. They couldn't find anything. It's just when these thoughts come. But I do what you say. Like I work through it. I just go about my day. I ignore it completely. I just sit with it. But it seems like it's much worse than it was the first time around.
And the reason for that is that most human beings do not know they're living in darkness. They do not know that they're living in the imagination, in the thought, and the thoughts are telling them that they're intelligence. They are intelligent. They're smart. They're better than, and all that.
Oh my God! It's so funny that you said. It's so funny that you said that. Just yesterday, I was thinking, like, you know what? Like, I'm pretty stupid. Like, in the moment, I thought I was making the right decisions. Like, I thought I was so smart, that it was so, like, that I was doing the right thing, that this is the right decision. And now looking back on it, I'm like, God, like, that was the dumbest decision I've ever made.
Yeah. Intellectual people think that they are smart, not knowing there's only one smart person. That's God. No other person is intelligent but God. But Satan made, in the education system and the Bible, make people think that they are smart people. There's only one intelligence, and that's God. And so what I recommend, do what you want. So as I was saying, you are now aware that there's something going on inside of you. And you're starting to understand, if you stay with it, that it's not you. And you're starting to understand, if you stay with it, that you can't save yourself from this. And as a result of that, you got to give up trying to save yourself. Relax in the hell. Be aware of it, that you're feeling despair, a state of despair, or you're feeling worried, or you're feeling this or that, and live with it. Do nothing about it. You cannot save yourself from the darkness. And just go to work, go have your little dinner, whatever you do, sleep with this, walk with this, get up and lay down with this, drive with it, do nothing about it. Give up. And the Spirit of Truth will come in and destroy all of the darkness, and you will get to a point where you will not have to deal with darkness anymore. But you got to let the light destroy the darkness.
Right. So yeah, don't snap at it. That's what I've been trying to do. Just grit my teeth and just go through it.
And it's telling you, oh, you have let God down. God is done with you now. You might as well give up. It's lying to you. Those voices that you hear are all evil demons, and they're lying to you because they want to destroy you. And they don't want you to have that relationship with the light within. So don't believe it. The pain that you're feeling is the pain of the demons. It's in the body, but it's not in you.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's been telling me, hey, look, some of us are God's children, some of us are Satan's children. So if you're Satan's child, Yeah, I know. But this is what it's been telling me. Hey, if you're Satan's child, you have to serve Satan. You can't serve God because he's not your father. But yeah, it's the rabbit hole goes really deep.
It's time for you to make up your mind and realize I can't save myself. I'm tired of living like this. I'm done. And just be aware of it. Don't run away from it. Don't deny that you're having the thoughts, but don't identify with them. Don't call them you. Those are demons in the mind and in emotions.
Right.
All demons live in thoughts and feelings. Any human being that tell you that I'm a passionate, emotional person, they're telling you that they're demons, that they are of the devil. And so now, in order for you to reach paradise on earth, you got to go through hell. So relax and go through the hell.
Right. Like it's so like I almost had it. Like everything was going so well. Like but I'm going to get back on track. I'm getting back on track. I'm not going to ruminate about the past.
Right. And then what happened was you went into thought. The demons told you, you know what, you got it now. You forgave your mother. You forgave your father. You've been doing the silent prayer. Everything is working. You're doing fine. You got it now. And you didn't realize at the time that you went back into thoughts. And thoughts is darkness. And because in God there is no thoughts. There are no words. It's just living, but without words. And you went back into thoughts, and that's when you went wrong. But don't judge it. It's not happening to you. Just come back to the present, and you're fine.
Right.
And they're going to tell you that you're not fine, but don't believe it. Just watch it.
Right.
Don't argue with it. Don't fight with it. Don't fight with anyone or anything, including the demons in your own head. And don't fight with the demons inside of other people. It's just two demons fighting. You have nothing to prove to anyone or anything. Human beings are evil, so don't try to prove anything to the devil.
Wow, like you're reading my mind. Like people try to fight with me, and I snap back. Yeah, when I know it's not the right thing to do, I know it's not right to snap back. But you're absolutely right.
And when you catch yourself doing that, just stop right in the middle of it. The devil makes you want to snap back. Don't. Just stop and shock the devil, and he'll leave you.
Right.
Don't go with it.
I know what you're saying is true intellectually, but. Yeah, it's just enduring. Like you say, you just have to endure it.
All the way to the end. He who endures will receive the prize.
Right.
Stay with it, Ray.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jesse. Thanks for taking my call.
And God does not let you down. He is not turned against you at all. He's still with you. You just left him by going into your thoughts.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Jesse. I needed to hear that. Thanks for the help, as always.
All right, buddy. Take care.
All right. Thanks, Jesse.
Bye.
You too. Bye-bye. Bye.
Let me go to Missouri and talk to Allan. Allan, you are on the air.
Oh, my gosh. I'm such a fan. Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
Relax.
Deep breaths. But anyways, so I had a quick question. I have a gut feeling on what I think I should probably do, but I just want your opinion on it.
Okay.
So, I got a friend, and, I guess he used to be a friend. I've lost two friends, I guess, recently, about 9 months ago. And, about 9 months ago. And, so, one of them's white, and him and I agree with quite a few things, and I could probably become friends with him again, but he's kind of a beta male.
Are you white?
I am.
Okay. Happy White History Month.
Happy White History Month. Thank you.
Okay.
And the other one is also a beta male, I would say, probably, or at least pretty well half of one. And he's black, but
he's black.
Him and I disagree on some beliefs, but we could agree to disagree. But he did marry someone who's liberal, so I'm kind of worried that right whenever the friendship broke up is when he got married to her. So I'm kind of thinking, like, do you think it's a waste of time to try and build that friendship, or should I at least try, or just pray for him only for now and just kind of,
I highly recommend.
I've already forgiven both of them.
I highly recommend you do what you want, but I highly recommend you never try to build anything like that. Friendship is an illusion. When you get married, if you get married, don't try to make the relationship work. If it doesn't work naturally, it's not meant to be because it's not from God. And if you try to make it work, it's going to only get worse and not better. I recommend you wish them well. They were never friends anyway. Friendship is just a word. It has no real meaning at all. And I would just wish them well and move on. Be done with them, but just don't resent them.
For sure.
And because if you do, they're going to take advantage of you.
Yeah. That's what kind of happened whenever the split which a lot of, I'll admit any faults I messed up on. But it wasn't even him. It was actually some of his friends or whatever from a different area. And him and my other friend I just mentioned, my wife friend or whatever, they didn't really have my back. It kind of, and I, unfortunately, my fault, I kind of got upset and angry.
Maybe my fault.
But
be done with them, Allan. Wish them well. No more contact.
For sure.
No more contact or anything.
For sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And never, ever, ever, never, but never, as long as you walk this planet, never try to convince anyone of anything.
Okay.
All right.
Good point. I'll keep that in mind. I just recently had someone else tell me that recently. I think the Lord's speaking to me, both through the other person and through you now. I've heard it twice now within a short period of time.
Are you married?
I am.
You don't try to convince your wife or anything. Don't try to make your marriage work. Put no effort into anything and let life happen naturally. And if it's not meant to be, it will end. If it were meant to be, it will happen without you trying. Even your wife would take advantage of your weakness if you try to make the marriage work, you try to please her or anything. Stop trying to make life work.
For sure. I've learned the hard way on not following that. I definitely want to take that advice for sure on that, because I've already been trying to do that multiple times, it seems, and a lot of it fails.
How long you been married?
And all of it, I think. Let's see, 8.5 years.
And have you forgiven your mother?
No.
No,
I've forgiven her of what I need to forgive her.
Did you tell her?
Yeah, I've told her. I've said it in the way, because right now she's got memory issues. She got Parkinson's as well. But I've said it in a way a few times. I do it with gentle hands, because she's already got enough stress from other bullcrap. Sorry. From other craziness from some siblings of mine, unfortunately. But when I do talk to her about stuff like that, I do it kind of gently, because.
What did you say to her when you went and forgave her?
She brought up something that she felt bad about. I said, "Hey, it's okay. It's all good, and I understand that you're just doing." And actually, what she did wasn't that bad, but it was embarrassing for me. I was like, it's all right. You did what you could. You did your best, really. And, I tried to,
Allan,
I've never had really much resentment, though.
Allan, you don't love your mother. And I will do what you want. I will highly recommend your other brothers and sisters hate her too, because she's evil. And she's done the same thing to you. And I highly recommend that you do what you want, though. Even though she got Alzheimer's, I highly recommend you go and forgive her for what she's done to you. Mother, I am sorry for resenting you. You imposed your will on me, or you whatever she did, turn me away from my father. I become like you. The woman I'm married to is just like you. I'm trying to be friends with people. I am weak, and I realize it's because I have not forgiven you. I'm sorry for it. And And God, don't ask her for forgiveness. You forgive her. God will forgive you. And then forgive your father for not protecting you from your mother. And everything would change for you because you would then have love. And you're showing a lack of love for your mother by trying to prevent her from dealing with her emotions, which are evil. And you're showing her hate and not love by being concerned about how she's going to feel and all that kind of stuff. That's not love. That's hate.
Okay. All right.
What do you think about that?
I'll have to see about doing that then, I guess, before her brain's still there, her mind's still there, where I can talk to her about stuff, I guess.
And don't let the devil tell you, oh, well, she got enough problems already. You don't want to stress her out. You are not responsible for your mother's emotions at all. And you're not supposed to protect evil in her. You're just supposed to not resent her for being evil. Forgive her. Her mother screwed her up, too.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely forgive her on that and make sure to tell her in person, like you said, and whatnot.
And once
the reason I said that about my siblings, do what? Go ahead.
The reason you said that about your sibling is what?
Well, because some of them are one of them has a power of attorney, and they're kind of getting back at her very easily, and like they're not trying to actually help her.
Because they hate her.
Taking certain stuff that would help her. Yeah, and it's just, I tell you what, I don't like to be physical violent. So there's times I've been thinking mentally I'd like to strike a sister of mine. Even I know she's my sister, but oh well, I'm not going to do that.
You're a mama's boy.
Yeah, probably. Well, I mean, it's just like to respect our elders. I think it's important to
respect means don't resent your parents. It doesn't mean you be a mama's boy with her. Your brothers and sisters are showing you how much they hate her because she screwed their lives up too. But because you a mama boy, you identify with mama, and now you hate them instead of not judging them so you can understand they need to forgive their mama too.
Yeah, for sure. They especially the one that's kind of got the power over her, it seems. And I try not to hate them.
But you do.
I'm just
you can't try not
like
to hate. Frustration is hatred. You shouldn't be feeling anything about what they're doing with your mother. That's their mother. They can do what they want.
Yeah.
But you're judging them because you're a mama's boy.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. I try not to be a beta, though. I try to stay as an alpha as best I can.
But a mama's boy is a beta. You can't even deal with your mama.
Oh, man, no. I got to get out of the betas.
Yeah, but you're never going to get out of the beta until you learn to love. Love your enemy, love God, and love your enemies. Then the beta thing would disappear.
All right. For sure. I want to work on that and do that. Because I don't want to be beta anymore either. Also now.
How old are you now?
32.
Have you forgiven your father for not protecting you from your mother?
I had a pretty. My dad passed away this year, but I had a pretty decent father. But I can still forgive him spiritually, mentally.
Have you forgiven your father for not protecting you from your mother?
No, not. I mean, kind of. I guess not really.
Have you forgiven your father for not protecting you from your mother?
No.
Allan, you got to forgive. You're in the same situation with your wife that your father was in with your mother.
Well, the reason why is I didn't think I never felt like I needed to forgive him though, because he was a good father.
He didn't protect you from your mother.
He tried his best.
Right,
he was
of
working
course.
a lot, and she was at home. She was an at-home mother, and he was working quite a bit.
So here's what happened, Allan. Your brothers and sister rebelled against the evil in your mother because, they couldn't handle it, so they rebelled. You gave in because you couldn't handle the pressure of your mother. You gave in and you identified with your mother, and your mother hates your brothers and sisters. She hates your daddy, and now you have the same spirit your mother has.
Oh, I don't think. I try and be.
If you didn't, you would be hating your brother and sister.
Well, again, I try not to. I don't hate them.
Yes, you do hate them. You're frustrated with them.
Frustrated.
You want to slap your sister.
They're annoying. Well, only because of the thing that she was extremely disrespectful to my mom was crying because she wanted the family to get back together and heal because there was a split that happened. Long story, and my sister started laughing at her, and I'm like, who the hell laughs at an elderly woman that's crying and feel that's sad about her kids splitting up because we were all really close. At least we thought we were, and then we split this past year, and my mom is just overwhelmed, and she kind of, she's saddened by that.
You know why your sister was laughing at your mother?
I'm not going to say why. I'm really frustrated. I'm kind of annoyed with her. Why? What's up?
Because she knew your mother when she was crying, she was lying.
Well,
when she's crying, she's lying. And it's your mother is the one that divided the family like that. They finally got away and stopped pretending that they love one another. It's because of they resent your mother.
Well, the split happened for a different reason, I think. But I think I know what you're saying, though.
No, it happened because they resent your mother. Other issues may have come about that caused it to really split up. But if they had loved your mother by not resenting your mother, nothing would cause them to split up.
That's a good point. That's very true. I think all 9 of us need to work on that.
Absolutely.
Sure. 9 of us total.
All 9 had the same devil mother.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. Dang it. So, all right. Well, I appreciate it. I hope I didn't take up too much time. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of Jesse, and I appreciate it again for the advice. I'm going to definitely take it all.
You're welcome.
I got a good memory. So.
Do you?
For sure. Yes, sir.
Are you doing the silent prayer?
I haven't done it in a while. I need to go see the video on that again.
Yeah, you stay with that. Stay with that so you can see your way out of your situation.
For sure.
And the last thing, do you have children?
We don't actually. It's a long story, also, unfortunately. But
why did you get married if you were not going to have children?
I've always wanted children, and my wife kind of, she kind of does too. She does struggle to get pregnant, but she at the same time, now we've got some stepchildren.
Your wife had children already?
What?
Your wife had children before you married her?
She had one. Well, she don't keep in contact with her as much, but yeah, she had one already. But then we had some that we've taken in through the foster care, but we're done. We don't do the foster care system anymore, so we're going to try ourselves. Which we've been trying, but we're going to try some more. For ourselves, to have biological children.
Right.
Well, we've got 2. One doesn't contact us anymore because she's been twisted by her boyfriend, and unfortunately she's liberal. But and then the other one, she kind of sporadically moved out, but she's not a liberal. So, but
did you protect?
We stay in contact.
Did you protect your stepchildren? I mean, your adopted children from your wife?
The best I could. Probably not perfectly, I'll admit that, but as best as I could.
You should apologize. Do what you want, but I will apologize to them. You know what? I understand why y'all hate your stepmother, your adopted mother, but I should have protected you from it. I was wrong. I didn't know how to deal with her either.
Yeah, for sure. That's absolutely true, unfortunately. Yes, sir.
All right, Allan, I got to run. You stay with it, man. Stay with it, all right?
Thank you. You too. Thank you.
All right, buddy. It is White History Month. July is White History Month. So we have White History Merge. And it's amazing. You know, yesterday I wore my White History T-shirt to the gym, and white people like secretly said to me, "I didn't know that White History. What's that about?" And then I would tell them, and they would laugh about White History because they would feel uncomfortable about it. They would really feel uncomfortable about celebrating white history. Isn't that amazing? They have every other celebration in the white man's country, but not white history. But the white people feel uncomfortable about it. They're like, oh, that's cool, but I don't know. An elderly white man, as I was leaving, was coming into the gym or going into the gym, and he whispered and told me, he like, oh, man, I appreciate it. Is that real? White history, really? I'm like, yeah. He like, you know, I love the Negroes. I like, I do too. I do too. He was like, and he shook my hand. He was like, I really appreciate White History Month. He was whispering. White people, y'all got to overcome fear.
3 coffees from Seeker. I'm not sure if it's possible, but I'd like to suggest a topic for you and your experts. Should the husband be in the labor room during childbirth? I think it would be an interesting discussion, especially as your panel spans multiple generations.
Should the husband be in the labor room?
Yeah, a discussion for the experts idea.
Oh. Should she be in there?
Should the husband be in the labor room while the wife is giving birth?
And what do you say?
Not necessarily.
What do you say, Nick? You're expert.
I don't know.
Should the husband be in the labor room while the lady is giving?
He's not a doctor.
What?
He's not a doctor.
Who?
The husband.
So should he be in the labor room?
I don't think so.
And why not?
Because don't doctors go there? I don't know how that works.
Noises.
They had doctors.
Family is allowed in sometimes.
You're like with the family or whatever, and then they're like, okay, we gotta go, and then only doctors go there, and it's just like, okay, let the doctors do the doctor thing.
Nowadays, doctors let you in though.
Right.
I think.
Because the husband,
assume
that the wife said to her husband, I don't want to have no
the
baby.
husband will hold her hand. The husband holds her hand like in Lamaze class or whatever, and says, "Push."
Oh, I've seen like
in the movies, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
What's the big deal? Like if
they want to know should they go in there or not, according to the super.
Oh yeah. Like if he wants to, I guess.
Okay, and you say
he wouldn't want to unless the wife is controlling him.
Oh,
I say no. Watching a baby being born when you're there looking up in there is gross.
My friend is a husband.
You don't have to look.
And he was there and he watched it and he's like, "Oh my gosh, you take all the time you need to recover." He was traumatized. And they only have 2 kids, maybe 3.
I can't tell you the number of men gave into the weakness of the woman, and they went into the room to watch the baby be coming out there, and now they don't even want to have sex with their wives anymore.
Yep.
Because they said that it one of the worst, grossest experiences they ever had, and it was a turn off. And so the men are only doing that because they're beta males, and they'll listen to the woman, and that's why they end up suffering. No, you don't need to be in there. And don't let her tell you, oh, you need to hold my hand. That's dumb. But I say no. Do what you want, though. It's a turn off. Amazing. Thank you. Did you guys find that story where that white guy was at a bar?
Oh, I neglected to look it up.
Watching the sports game with his friends, and then he would according to the story, he was walking back home, a white guy, and 2 black guys tried to rob him, and they took his phone, and he ran after them to get his phone, and then apparently they threw it under a car or something near his home, because he wasn't far away from his home, according to the story. And according to the report, they killed him. The 2 black guys killed him. Well, I saw on Fox News this morning, they caught one of the black guys that killed this white guy.
Oh, this was South Philadelphia. Had you guys covered this?
Yeah, we've covered before.
Yes. I was thinking Philadelphia because that's like a college town, and this was a 22-year-old Penn State senior, Billy Schmidt, according to Google AI. Walking home around 1:30 a.m., big mistake, after watching the NBA Finals with friends at a bar. Just
He's
yards
based in Philadelphia.
Yeah, yards from his family's home, though. I guess he's from that area.
Yeah.
1900 block of Durford Street. Two masked teens robbed him of his cell phone. Surveillance footage captured the suspects throwing the phone under a parked car with Schmidt chasing them to retrieve it. During the chase, one of the suspects turned and shot him in the chest. His father later found the phone under the car and gave it to police. Schmidt rushed to the hospital but pronounced dead. And they arrested Philly police obtained arrest warrants for two 16-year-old suspects, Kaisim Smith and Azubair Outen-Fleming. Azubair was arrested in Colorado. And Kaisim Smith, pardon my butchering of the names, remains at large with the U.S. Marshals Service offering a reward for info leading to his capture.
Two black guys took the life of an innocent white guy who would not bother them at all.
June 6th.
According to the report, just coming home from the sports bar, and they killed him. I told you, white people are under genocide, and no one cares, and they pretend it's not happening. We mentioned that white man that was allegedly killed by two black guys. He was at a sports bar, watching the game and hanging out with his friends. And on his way home at 1 o'clock in the morning, according to the story, these two black guys tried to take his cell phone, and he ran for them or tried to get it back, and one of them ended up shooting him, killing him, according to the story. Well, they caught one of the black guys. Here's that story. We mentioned it and played it before, but to remind those who don't remember or those who have not seen it at all, this is from 6 ABC. One of the teens wanted in the killing of a Penn State student, Billy Schmidt. That's Jewish, right?
No.
Schmidt is not Jewish?
I don't believe so.
Oh, okay. Oh, Nick, you don't have it yet?
No, I have it.
Oh, huh?
It's German.
I do have it.
Oh, okay.
Schmidt is of German origin and is not exclusively a Jewish name, so I shouldn't have scoffed necessarily.
I thought it was a Jewish name.
Well, maybe there are some Jews named Schmidt, but it's German. It's potentially Ashkenazi, but it's German.
And he was scoffing at it.
I was scoffing, and some people, whatever, maybe.
But anyway, the guy that killed Billy, according to the story, they have one of them has been arrested in Colorado. Watch this.
Now at 11, the big story on Action News is breaking news. One of the 16-year-old suspects wanted for the murder of a Penn State student has been arrested in Colorado. It comes as Philadelphia police continue to search for his alleged accomplice.
Hey, Rick, actually, within the last 2 hours, we have actually learned that Azubair Outen-Fleming was taken into custody. Here's what we're learning about this. The U.S. Marshals Service saying they caught him in Colorado Springs at a distant relative's home, and he tried, they say, to deny his identity. This coming just hours after the U.S. Marshals announcing an increased reward for Outen-Fleming and Kaisim Smith's arrest. Both 16-year-old suspects facing charges in the murder of Penn State student William Billy Schmidt. He was killed on June 6th right near his South Philadelphia home. Investigators say during an attempted robbery, one of the suspects, whom the district attorney's office identified as Smith, shot Schmidt after police say his cell phone was stolen by those teenagers. Earlier today, Schmidt's father told us that the news of progress on this case giving him some hope, but no joy.
There's nothing that's going to bring him back, so nothing's ever going to be enough for me.
And today we also learned Outen-Fleming's stepfather was charged with helping his stepson leave the city. There is a $5,000 reward now for the arrest of Kaisim Smith. This on top of a $20,000 reward being offered by Philadelphia police.
Amazing, huh? Now do you believe me when I say that white people are under genocide now? Do you need more proof? Do you need more? Christ said, and I repeat, well, at least in Matthew says 6:15, but if you do not forgive others their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive you your trespasses. The Lord's Prayer says, forgive me as I forgive others. You're never going to be free. Black people are not going to stop this until they first forgive their mothers and return to their fathers, and then stop hating white people, thinking that white people is their problem. White people are not your problem at all. And as a result, white people are under attack. Genocides in America, and everybody act like they don't see it. Oh, no, that's not true. Let me go to California and talk to Kayla. Kayla, you are on the air.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey,
Happy
Kayla.
White History Month.
Happy White History Month. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Did you see me in my glasses? Right now? No?
You're not live on my thing, that's why.
Oh, okay. Check it out
On my
later. It's
YouTube.
amazing.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about my breakup and how
Break up to make
to
up.
make up.
That's all we do. All you ever do, Kayla, break up to make up.
Yeah, so I was completely
Go ahead.
blindsided, and I didn't see it coming. And like you were talking about with the other caller, I was in despair. But, you know, the old me, the old crazy me, would have reacted in like such a negative way. And I did react, but all I did was just say the truth. But he left without like closure, without explanation. And so it left me pretty crushed. But the right thing to do, and I want to say this to viewers if they're going through like any heartbreak, the silent prayer works, and it works for every situation. And it's like a way of grounding your own emotions. And, you know, a lot of people want to go right away to, oh, I want revenge. And no, because God knows, and God is a knowing God. So he knows what that other person did. He knows what you're doing. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say.
How long had you been together?
So he is active duty, and I've known him since high school, but we weren't really close back then. This was like 10 years ago. And he lives in another state. And we were talking for like 8 months, and then he just completely discarded me.
Oh, so you were dating this guy. He lives in another state. He's in active duty. And y'all
Right.
only dated for, how many, 10 months, you say?
For eight months.
8 months.
So I've known him since high school.
Oh, I see. But you were not dating back then, right?
Right, we were not dating. We weren't talking. Well, we were talking as friends, but we never got close.
Oh, okay.
And he was the one who actually wanted me to be his girlfriend.
And then all of a sudden you just stopped hearing from him?
No. So what happened was he was pulling away. I was always present. I was always, how do you say? You know, I never liked to argue. I never did that with him. I've been wanting to find reasons why he pulled away, but that's really just not my concern anymore. Because, like I said, only God knows. It all ended with a phone call with him saying he wasn't feeling good, and then I kept asking him why, and he kept pulling away, and then that's it. And then it just like ended, and I said, well, you know, you've been pulling away lately, you've been acting indifferently, like. And then, like, I called him wishy-washy, and then he just blocked me, and then that was it. Like, 8 months, like, just down the drain. And everything was going good, like, during those 8 months.
And had you seen him in person during those
No,
8 months?
yeah, I did.
Oh, you did see him during the 8-month period?
So he used to come, like, for vacation from active duty and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So that's when I would see him, and you know, we talk every day. We check in with each other every day. So it left me with like a longing for that, you know.
So you felt a state of despair when you stopped communicating?
Right.
And what did that feel like?
Just the longing for that for that security. Well, I wouldn't call it security, emotional security, but just the longing for what we had before that, whatever argument that was, because it wasn't really an argument. He just like completely left.
Amazing. And so are you over that now?
Yes and no. Like, he's still in my head, like he's still in my mind. But before, like,
yeah,
because when the breakup was recent, it was more physical. And, you know, there were signs there. Like, I went on, something told me, like, something spoke to me, told me to check Facebook dating. And, like, literally 3 weeks after our breakup, it's only been a month, like, he was already looking for something long-term, which is kind of crazy to me. And that was, like, that just told me the truth. I don't know if it was God's way of saying the truth, like, just get over it, you know, like, and it's hard to get over it, but eventually everyone will get over it through silent prayer, for sure.
And so you found on Facebook that he was dating someone else?
No, that he had a profile looking for another relationship, a long term.
Oh, I see.
After just ending it with me.
And why did you go looking for that?
Because I was wondering why he left.
But why? Why would? Because the devil had you.
Because my mind races and like it
Right.
just wants to know the truth.
But
you
that
know?
was evil that told you to look, and the reason evil told you to look for it, so it could give you more pain.
Right.
God would
But-
never tell you to look into Facebook or anywhere, because God does not tempt you like that. He does not set you up. He does not give you any pain. He only gives love. So that was Satan. You've done it already, but I would recommend you don't move on. You don't look anywhere for any proof. You already had the proof. You don't hear from him anymore. He doesn't want to talk to you. He doesn't talk. It's over. And that's all you need to know. And you just don't get into any imagination about it.
That was 3 weeks after our breakup, and like, yes, it crushed me, but the truth, knowing the truth hurts less than just being lied to and just like being discarded, you know? So in a way, it kind of felt like a relief, because it was kind of like an answer to me that he's just a dog or something, you know?
Do you blame him for the way you feel?
I shouldn't.
Do you?
Yes.
And why do you blame him for the way you think and feel?
Because I thought that we had like something secure, and so it led me to believe that we did. So for him leaving, it kind of leaves me with a void.
But why do you blame him that you thought that having someone in your life would bring you security?
I don't know.
I want you to know there's nothing or no person or no anything that can bring you true security. And if you think that you're going to find that in the world from anybody, anywhere, or anyhow, then you will always will be deceived.
Right.
And if you have that mindset and believe that, you can't blame anyone else for the way you feel, because you are listening to evil, and evil is lying to you that if you had this, you'll feel better. Or if you had that, you'll feel better. If you have friends in your life, you'll feel better. If you got married and have children, you'll feel better. If you have money, it's lying to you. No physical person, place, or thing will ever bring you peace. And you cannot, and as long as you're blaming someone else because they didn't give you what you thought you were going to get, you're never going to be free. He is not to blame for the pain you feel now, for the way you thought what you thought you had with him. That was on you and not him. And if you blame him, you're just going to create another situation.
Right. I agree.
So those thoughts of blaming him, let them pass. It is not true.
Right.
You understand that?
Yes.
Do you disagree with that?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay, yeah. So just be glad, count it all joy that this situation happened so you can see what's going on inside of you, because everything that is happening to you from within, and no one else is responsible for it at all.
Right. No, that's totally right.
So forget about him. Wish him well. Don't look online to see what he's doing or not doing or anything.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about, Jesse.
Let me ask, do you have a life?
Yes.
And what is your life?
My life is living in my potential and reaching for my purpose.
And what does that mean, living in your potential and reaching for your purpose? What does that mean? I don't
Always, because, in the past, I wouldn't really do anything with my life and just, stay home and be a couch potato. And then I just decided to just do everything that I can to live in the moment and keep trying to achieve my goals, which is finishing school, doing things that I haven't done before, which is sports, moving up in work and getting promoted. That's my life.
Amazing. And you forgave your mother and father?
Yes.
Right on. Amazing, Kayla. Happy White History Month and happy 4th of July. But again,
Happy White History Month.
Right on. And remember that everything you're feeling and thinking about that situation or anything really is happening inside of you, not on the outside of you at all.
Right.
It's happening in you. And so don't blame him or anyone for the way you're thinking and feeling, but overcome it.
I will shift my thinking. Thank you.
Amazing, Kayla. Good hearing from you.
You as well. Thank you.
Okay. Amazing. Let me go to Henry out of New York. Henry been waiting a while there. Henry, you are on the air.
How you doing, Jesse?
All is well. I have a cousin that I grew up with named Henry Lee.
Henry Lee.
In the South, everybody is a Lee. Go ahead, you're on there.
Well, man, I wanted you were talking about, you asked the caller the question, do you experience despair and loneliness?
And do you?
And I have been in that where seem to be at a point where I'm beginning life anew. I had come home several years ago.
Speak up just a little bit more, right into your phone.
How's that, better?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I had come home some years before. I took care of my mom, so she passed away. And,
she did.
She did. I forgave her. We went through that, and But I find that when she died, that ended the whole connection to a whole life, because everybody in my family has all passed away, and I'm not married, I have no children, and I find myself feeling lost. I'm not quite sure what career I will go into. I'm not quite sure what the future holds, and sometimes it's hard to shake the fears of terror, especially with the world changing. Everything I used to love about the world is now gone. Movies, books, everything that I loved is all gone, and or so the thoughts tell me. And so I'm calling today in a real solid attempt to understand, how do I get past this and rebuild this life?
So you lost family, no more family, and books and things that you normally would like are all gone, and you're in a state of despair?
Yes.
Amazing. Hank want to respond to that first.
Repeat the question I was making.
Oh, you're making notes.
I was distracted.
Oh, he he would take care of mother and everybody dead. Everybody dead. No
Yeah.
family member nowhere. And he doesn't have any wife or children, have a wife or any children. Everybody, everything is gone. Even the books and the movies and things he used to like. Now he's in a state of despair. He doesn't know what the future going to hold or anything. And you say?
Well, we did have the men's forum yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
You missed it.
You should have been at the men's forum.
Duh. No, sorry, Henry, in New York.
You like, duh.
Well,
you can repeat what you heard.
I don't necessarily remember what I heard.
Oh,
so
okay. Yesterday?
you're right. But what comes to mind is your mind wants to like define your life and judge your life. And in your
Yeah.
situation right now, you're calling the show, you're listening to the show, you're talking to Jesse. I don't know if you need to do work or whatever, but you just live and let it define itself. Let life define itself.
Henry, can you hold? I want to add to what he just said, all right?
Okay, man.
Hold on. I want to go quickly back to Henry out of New York. Henry lost all his family. His mama died. He used to take care of mama. Mama died. Everybody else dead. And then he is not married, no children. And now he feels a sense of depression. I mean, despair. Henry, am I right in what I just said?
Yeah, man. That basically is it. I mean, I mean, just in a nutshell, because I wanted to make it concise,
Right.
so that I can have something to work on, and you can talk about it and let other people learn, because there's a lot to it than that, but that's essentially it. And watching that story with the guy, I'm like, I'm old. I'll be 63. I admire his youth. I mean, I find that I'm also afraid because I'm getting old, right? My body is a bit,
Amazing. And your question for me is what?
My question is to me, somebody call you up like this, man, and it's like, what I want to shift, man. I want to shift.
And despair, what does that feel like? Describe the feeling of despair.
Despair feels like, for me, it's like a shame. Like I feel like you've done everything wrong. All of your lies and all your little scheming thing around life that you went and thought you was doing to your youth, everything is caught up to you, and now you're getting yours. And it's that despair, like, this like,
yeah.
Not only is it horrible, but you deserve it. You know what I mean? And and then I started feeling that's despair. Like there's no hope.
Right. No hope. And how old are you now, right now?
I'm going to be 63 in a couple of days.
No, how old are you right now?
62.
62. So when you say you feel despair because you've lost everything around you, for lack of a better word, who is feeling that way?
The image that I created inside of myself, it feels that way. Like the person I've thought myself to be feels that way.
And are you your feelings?
Psychologically, I know I'm not, but physiologically, it seems to be connected to my body. Like my feelings and the body can have a life of their own sometime, it seems.
Well, you definitely feel the feeling in your body because you believe it in the thoughts and imagination. But are you your thoughts?
Well, I know I'm not. Like I know the right answer, but
And
I think deep down inside, I believe them, even though I know they're not real.
And so you're not your feelings.
I'm not my feelings and thoughts. Yeah.
And are you you're thinking about the past or the future or what's going to happen later and blah blah? Is there a past or a future?
No, there really isn't.
And so why are you going with this false feeling of despair? I promise you, really, I promise, not because of me, but the Spirit of the Father, there is no such, you, a human being, can never be in a state of despair. That's an illusion feeling. It's not happening to you at all, but you believe it a lie. There is never, not only is it not true that you are in a state of despair, there's never, ever, 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 but never a reason to feel that way. It's a made-up lie from this false spirit that's made a home in you. You cannot be despair. Despair doesn't exist. You're caught up with a thought or thoughts, and then they fell into feelings. That's why I tell you over and over again that all feelings and emotions are evil. They're not real. Why not let go of the thoughts, or at least be aware of them, sit with them, walk with them, sleep with them, live with them. Don't call them you, and they will be taken away from you by the light. Why not do
Now,
that?
When you say don't call them me, like so a stupid thought comes into mind, you know,
Yeah.
and I say, I see you, I see that thought, right?
Right.
And then I say, that's not me.
Yes.
And then, and you know, that's essentially it. That's not me. You know, it's not me.
Right.
Okay.
And the moment you say it, because after a while you won't have to say it, but saying it quietly to yourself right now is just reminding you that it's not you. And the very moment that you say it, the devil and his demons, and there are a whole bunch of them inside of human beings, they have a fit. They go crazy. Yes, it is you. And then they get stronger. They start screaming. And then they be quiet for a moment to see how to find your weakness again so they can act up again to make you think that it's you.
Right. That's exactly how to do it.
Yeah.
That's exactly how they do it.
But it's not you, and that's why you have to sit by the dock of the bay and wait for the fog to disappear, because by waiting and doing nothing about these thoughts and feelings but go to work and just live your life, whatever you're doing, the light will come and the fog will disappear. You will have a clear mind. You will have a clear mind, and it'll blow your mind. You'll be thanking God every day that you just waited. You didn't do anything about it. You felt weak. You felt afraid. You felt uncertain, but you waited and you allow Him to take care of that for you. He promised that He would for those who wait upon Him. Everything you're feeling, hearing, and thinking and feeling are not you at all.
I see.
None of it is real.
Right. And the anger, you know, isn't real. I mean, you know, when I observe, part of that despair comes from feeling alone around people a lot, because so many people. I'm black, right? By the way,
he black,
and I'm black, and you know, I'm a patriot. I love my country. You know, I listen to the show religiously. You know, I loved real history. But you stand alone in that, in a lot of the environment. And that's
the beauty of it. If a man or a woman is unwilling to stand alone, they would never know God, because they're going to always be reaching outside for the crowd or for something to make them feel a sense of security. They use others, and others use them. And as long as you're doing that, you're never going to know God. It's the man or the woman who stand alone, and you will see that God is with you, and you will have perfect peace. Because the people you're that you're around, those people lost, unhappy, they're using each other to make themselves feel good. And then they go home at night and they cry.
Right. And that feeling that sometimes I feel like, you know, I'm better than them. I know that's not real either.
Right. Another false feeling. It's all the nature of evil. All human beings are possessed, all of us are possessed by evil. It made a home in us when we became angry at the mothers and the fathers. It made a home. We forgot our identity. We turned away from it to a false identity. And most people never overcome that. And that's why they become wicked and evil and get worse, and they have no peace. And now they're looking for it outside through others and through things. They never find it.
Is that what allows you sometimes when you're talking to people, like sometimes I watch some of the shows and And I would be like, why are you having this person on the show if you know this person is a knucklehead? You know that person is crazy. Why are you having them on the show? And then they tell you their crazy thought, and you always seem so light with them. Like, like I watch it and I like, I want to like, say, but you always say kind things, and you kind of, no matter what is said, you keep a lightness to it. Is that how you do that? Because you really love them on the inside? You're doing this because you feel this is God's mission that He gave you, and it's not about that other person, it's about the mission?
No, thanks to God, when I forgave my mother and father, He forgave me and He set me free, and He's allowed me to see that it was never me. There was never anything to be ashamed of or mad about or worry about or no future. It was never me. It was always the demon that made a home in me, and they were controlling me, as they do with all people in the Old Testament and the New, until they come back to the light. And I can see that the people just can't see. And even if they're trying to hurt me, they're not hurting me, they're hurting themselves, because what they're putting out come back on them. And so when I'm doing the shows, I'm interviewing people, I clearly see that they just can't help themselves. It's not them. They just don't know it. It's the spirit that made a home in them. And when you love God with all your heart, soul, and might, and love your enemy, the world cannot touch you. Without your effort at all, there's no one there for them to hurt or make feel good. That's why I recommend, Henry, that you stop calling those demons you, be aware of them, live with them, and wait up on the truth. And the truth will destroy them, and they will no longer have a home inside of you. You have a clear mind, a clear heart, and you will love your enemy, and you will love God with all your whole soul and might, and you and the Father will be one.
Right.
You will be a son of God.
Okay, brother. I appreciate that, man. I have the movers coming tomorrow, and I'm gonna stay with a friend for a while on his couch, and try to figure out what the next step is. But I appreciate you taking the call and the things that you say in the show, because, brother, sometimes the whole day this show is all we got, all I got.
Well, you just stay with it, and you're doing the silent prayer every morning and night. No.
Well, I do it a little bit more actually, but sometimes I feel like I'm doing it wrong. That's the feeling. I'll sit and I'll do it, but sometimes I get disappointed because I don't necessarily feel something coming from it right away.
Don't look for feeling. You want to overcome feelings.
Right.
So don't let the devil tell you you're not doing it right. You didn't get the same feeling you got before, or nothing happened. Because you go right back into thoughts, and the thoughts are from evil. All thoughts are all lies. You got to observe those thoughts, but don't believe what they have to say. Are you doing the silent prayer every morning, every night?
Not every morning, every night, no.
Well, how would the light help you if you don't stay with it?
There you go.
No, that was a question.
Yeah, because I listen to the thoughts, and I feel the despair, and I feel like, what good is it? What good is it doing? God doesn't love me. That kind of thing. Those thoughts.
And so, as long as you're doing that, how can God help you? When you're worshiping evil, any human being that listens to thoughts are worshiping evil. Every human being on the planet is evil until their heart changes to love. And not emotional love, because God is not an emotional God. He's a dispassionate God. Satan is an emotional God. How will He help you, Henry, if you continue to worship thoughts? You and the emotions and thoughts are the same. That you are the devil and the devil is you. How will He help you if you keep living that way? You're worshiping evil.
Exactly.
No, that was a question.
Yeah, I can't. He won't be able to. He literally won't be able to. He won't be able to help me because, he's there. It's there to help me. He's there, but I'm putting all my focus on something else.
Be weak, and stay weak, and let Him come in and save the lost, save the weak, and you'll be fine. But you got to do the silent prayer, man. You got to stay present. Evil doesn't want you to be still and let go. It wants you to react to one thing, from one thing to another one, to judge somebody or send out negative thoughts about others and write bad letters and notes to others and all that. It wants you doing that.
Right. It wants me looking at Facebook and being angry at what I see in the world.
Yes.
And what black folks is doing and all of it. He want me doing that, right?
So, and unless you stay with the light, you're not going to ever be able to stop doing that. And it'll just get worse. Mm-hmm. The light will cause you to not even be interested in the world. You will get to the point, if you stay with this, if you do it and stay with it, you will get to the point that the world wouldn't matter to you at all. You will have no interest in the world at all. You wouldn't be thinking black or white, conservative, Democrat, liberal, and all that mess, because you will overcome the world. And when you overcome the world, you have no interest in the world, period. But you got to let the light do that through you.
Right. Okay.
All right?
All right, brother. Wow, what a call, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, all your team, man, and I'll keep you posted, brother.
Absolutely. Stay with it.
All right, my man.
All right.
Have a good day.
All right, you too, buddy. Bye. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.